Ron Bennington. Ron Bennington is not here because he has set sail. He is on the Impractical Jokers cruise. I didn't know that he was, seaworthy, but he's out there. He's out there at sea.
I'm worried because I haven't seen Ron in days.
I know. This is an uncomfortable place for Chris to be.
Yeah, I'm really uncomfortable.
Because your whole world and your whole worth revolves around Ron Bennington.
He's my moon and my stars, Gail. That's a reference to Game of Thrones for anyone paying attention.
I caught it. Yeah, it's crazy because, since he's been doing comedy and then doing the Creeps tour, he's a road dog.
He is.
And now he's a sea dog, too. He's a salty dog.
You think he's singing a sea shanty right now?
Could be. I believe they are at port today, which is exciting.
That is.
And, he is on the Impractical Jokers cruise. And the very, very exciting thing is that we are going to be airing the Unmasked that he is doing with the Impractical Jokers this Friday.
Right. This Friday, 4 p.m. East.
Woo!
That's Ron's Unmasked with all the Impractical Jokers from the deck of the Impractical Jokers cruise, 4 p.m. this Friday.
Even Q?
Even Q.
Even Mur?
Mur's there.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, all of them.
Yes.
In front of all of the crazed Impractical Jokers fans.
Yeah, I know. I feel like they have a very serious fan base. If you've ever been out with Sal, either when, we're out at the club with him or, anytime that we've been at one of the comedy festivals.
Yeah.
His fans feel very strongly for him, and they get very excited.
My girlfriend's family from Pittsburgh, it's a large family, they all love the Impractical Jokers. They just want to hear things that I might know about Sal. They just like, one of the Impractical Jokers.
I had the same thing with my in-laws. That, once I was like, oh, yeah, I know Sal. And they're like, wait a second, what?
The Joker?
The Joker, Sal. Yeah, they're so beloved, and this will be very exciting. I believe you received audio from the ship.
Yeah, from the ship. Somehow they were able to just beam this audio to me. Yeah, I have it, and then it is definitely airing this Friday, 4 p.m. Ron Impractical Jokers Unmasked.
That's very exciting.
It's very cool.
It's a first for us.
Yeah.
And, this is a first for us because this is kind of a bit of a hostile takeover of the Bennington show.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a very, very exciting announcement about another hostile takeover that's happening here in New York City. That is the Bennington's takeover of the Creeps with Kids at the Gramercy Theater. Listen to this. Saturday, March 14th, Gramercy Theater. There are only a few tickets left. I believe there's like 20 tickets left.
Yeah,
so this is, you're going to have to jump on this right now. It's a Bennington takeover. Vito will be doing the live intro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gail Bennington, that's me.
That's you.
I'm going to be running the panel at the end of the show. I'll be doing the Creeps panel.
Woo! Give it to him, Gail.
Very exciting. And Chris Stanley.
Oh.
You think we have a little job for Chrissy?
Do we?
He's going to be performing live his new Creep song, The Flaming Creeps.
This is an honor.
This is massive.
This is an honor for me to go on that stage and crush it with my brand new song.
I'm also going to figure out something for Earl to do. But no matter what, we're taking over. This is how things are going to go from now on. So listen, go to creepstour.com for tickets. This is the only show that they're doing in New York City.
Yeah, this is just this one.
So this is your only shot. And this is the only show that there's going to be a Bennington Hostel takeover, in which the three of us will all be taking over the show.
That's right. If you want to see Vito do that intro, Gail on that panel, and me do this beautiful song that's gotten so many accolades. People
love this song.
Universal praise almost.
Now here's the thing: you had your first song, and that was a big, big hit.
Yes, that was for during over the summer. It was the Lil Nas X Old Town Road parody, some call it.
But here's the thing about this song. And initially I was like, you're never going to have a follow-up. You're never going to be able to pull it off.
I didn't think so either.
And here's the thing that is strange.
Yeah.
I feel like you're getting better at singing,
What?
which is weird. And I feel like this is very much in your wheelhouse.
Much more than rapping. Much more like,
Yeah.
I know some creeps who. Like, that's better for me.
Yeah, you're going to hear you're going to see that live.
Live. Creepstour.com for tickets. Creepstour.com for tickets to the Bennington takeover of the Creeps with Kids tour, March 14th, Saturday in New York City at the Gramercy Theater. Creepstour.com.
Me, Vito, Chris Stanley.
Yeah.
All involved in this.
Oh, and Ron Bennington,
yeah.
Robert Kelly, Rich Voss, and Jim Florentine.
All the usual creeps,
Yeah.
of course.
The very funny hysterical creeps.
So yeah, I mean, everything that has been going on with Ron, he's been touring with the Creeps. Now he's on the Practical Jokers cruise. He's got other big stuff coming up soon. I don't know how much we've announced that or where we're at with that, but exciting stuff is happening
Yes.
in days and weeks to follow.
Yes, there is, yeah. Really cool shit.
So yeah, I think he's married to the sea. You know what I mean? I don't know if we're getting him back.
I would be so sad if I didn't get to see Ron. He was just on a yacht, just going around the planet. And just like using some sort of satellite hookup to talk to us.
Even as you guys were setting up the studio, I could see, me and Vito have done this before, actually.
Yes.
You and Ron were out in Austin when I was pregnant, and me and Vito stayed behind, and we hosted the show from here, and we had some calls with you guys. But it was just the two of us kind of running things. And, so we kind of were like, hey, we've done this before. Chris is so uncomfortable without Ron here.
I don't know what to do with myself.
And he forgot about the tradition to bring a fruit platter, and that's the most upsetting.
That's true.
I didn't know about that.
Vito said, did you bring the fruit platter? And you
we-
dropped the ball on that
Can
one.
we throw parties in here? Like, I get a keg in here, maybe?
Yeah, I think you
That's
can.
loud? All right.
Yeah.
I'll contact the freight elevator.
Yeah. So, it's weird because initially I was thinking of Ron at sea, and it's hard to imagine. It's kind of hard to imagine it because I've never done a cruise.
Neither have I.
Chris has never. Vito, we know.
He's
Vito,
cruise boy. He's
Vito
cruising.
and Leslie are both fun bobbies on the cruise, and they make friends with everybody.
Cruise Town, USA.
Yeah. I'm going to guess that Earl has never been on a cruise.
I hope he says yes. That would be very shocking.
No, never have done the cruise. No.
Yeah. Well, if you can't swim, it just seems weird to be out in the middle of the ocean.
I mean,
Same with you, Chris.
yeah, I mean, I can't swim, no.
If you go overboard, you're in trouble.
It's over for me. They're not coming back for me.
Me, I'm a strong swimmer. I'm a very strong swimmer, so I feel confident about myself.
I've done all-inclusives before. I guess that's like being on a cruise ship, but on land.
That does suit you. You do like to, you like a nice swim-up bar,
Oh,
I
yeah.
would guess.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Swim up bar.
Yeah.
The last time I went to one, I don't usually use sunscreen lotion,
Mm-hmm.
and then I get very red, very burnt. And then people were pointing at me and talking about, is that guy okay with the sun poisoning?
Oh, no. You got actual sun poisoning.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, my God, that's terrible.
Yeah, really bad.
That is so brutal. I mean, look, I've seen you get sunburn while we were having a
Yeah.
meeting outside.
Well, the hot Jamaican sun's worse than here in New York City.
Yeah.
It's painful, gal.
Now, I do think that Ron is possibly at port. Although it has been so difficult. I don't know. We haven't been able to contact him.
I haven't talked to him in days.
Yeah. I've had spotty messages here and there.
Yeah.
But no, we were hoping that we could post some photos or something from the cruise.
Yeah.
But we have not heard. We have not got any word
How
yet.
can you trust Wi-Fi on a ship in the middle of the,
I know.
guess, Atlantic Ocean?
Yes,
Atlantic.
that is
Wait,
it,
that's the one
Chris.
we're on, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be the one. He's not in the South Pacific right now.
I'm not sure how these cruises work, gal. All right, I don't know. Maybe the Practical Jokers have a lot of Southeast Asian fans.
It's possible. It is possible, but
Yeah.
because they have fans, everyone is fans
Yeah.
of the Impractical Jokers.
Oh, yeah.
And the Unmasked is going to air this Friday at 4 p.m. East on Bennington. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's
and
really
you
exciting.
you have the audio already. It's been sent to you.
I have it.
Everything is. We were like worried about that. We
No.
don't know how.
Well, yeah, exactly. I worry about how internet connections work. Look, we're already, not getting pictures sent.
I know.
But I have the audio. It's safe. It's in my hands, and it will air this Friday at 4 p.m. East.
Do you think that you would do a cruise though?
I don't know. I think eventually, probably, I'll
Yeah.
end up on a cruise ship.
Oh my God, this is so exciting. Hello?
Hey
Hello?
guys,
Yeah!
Hey, Ron!
You got him! This is so great!
Yeah.
Chris
yeah,
has
it's
been...
Cruise guy.
Are you loving the life, the cruise life?
Well, I have the nickname Cruise Guy, which I love.
It's great.
But no one will use it from me. That's what's the only thing that's annoying to me
It's
about it.
ridiculous.
So are you at port? Are you in port right now?
I am in port. I'm in the Bahamas, looking around for a Bahama mama for myself, and I don't think that comes off a little too creepy. Little escort services around and fake Cuban cigars. Really, really beautiful here.
That is so awesome. Yeah, we were saying we feel crazy without, being able to be in contact with you, but no one feels crazier than Chris Stanley.
I'm very worried, Ron. I can't talk to you. I can't know how to message you.
I will say this. I got a little present for Chris, and he's the only person I got a present for. But
Oh.
let's just say it's duty-free cigarette.
Well, the surprise is ruined, but I'm very happy. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
There's
Dirt
Just
cheap.
keep you going a couple of days at least.
Thank you. There's nothing more I love than shopping at a duty-free store in an airport.
Well, not only could you shop with them, but you could actually negotiate. You know what I mean? You could act like, no, this isn't a good enough deal.
It's like barter.
But this Joker's cruise is, we've been out for a couple of days, and we just got to port today, and we have to be back on the ship by 5 o'clock, right?
Uh-huh.
2 days to get to the Bahamas. In the 80s, I took a speedboat from Miami to the Bahamas and back again, 9 hours. No lights on the entire time. You know what I mean? This guy is he's drunk. He's just driving around the Caribbean.
Now, I have
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, I've been actually tracking the ship because I've been out of contact with you. And sometimes you guys are places that I'm just like, what is this sightseeing tour? Like, this is not a direct route at all.
No, he just drives around. That's the whole thing. And the reason why is we're all getting hot. There's a lot of that celebration going
Good.
on.
Yeah.
I have never seen a casino use less than this casino.
Really?
Wow, that's interesting.
You could be at any machine, any table. There's no problems at all. You're playing one-on-one the entire time. But I will tell you this: Keith Robinson. 5 minutes in, wanted to dive off the boat. He was really struggling with the entire concept. And then he told me he felt like it was a cruise of IHOPs and Denny's.
You're on the cruise with so many really great comedians. Has it been fun, like hanging out with everybody?
Zero fun. They're all aggravated. We all get put in these really weird late night drunk shows. Luckily, I'm an old school bar guy, so I know how to go out there and just whip it up. But this is not a place for material. It's not a place for subtlety.
Is everybody drinking tonight?
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah. What is that Shrill, that TV show?
With
What's her name?
A.D. Bryant?
Yeah, Amy Bryant. She did an episode of like a place where big women could feel free to swim and celebrate their bodies. And that's this cruise ship. No one is worried how they look here.
That's great.
Amy Bryant has won. She's won.
I'm so glad that you're on a floating safe space.
It is. It's incredibly safe. Well, these jokers are the sweetest people I've ever met. and I tried to figure out where's the weak link. The Creeps tour is just constant busting balls. These guys don't even do that with each other. They're so supportive, and it's so crazy, and it works.
It's so sweet. And I love that they're just old pals. Like, they're just best buds.
But they're the kind of pals that, I don't know, guys that feel comfortable putting their arm around each other. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost like the TV show Friends, where they're supporting each other all the time. Also, I got to tell you this Keith Robinson story.
Yeah.
Because he is the prick of the cruise. He's the asshole of the cruise. He told me my cruise guy wear is infuriating him and he can't stand it anymore. Although Joe List told me I look like Hannibal Lecter in that last scene today.
That's cool.
I thought it was cool, and I thanked him. He was very confident today because he had a good set last night.
Good.
So his confidence, he was holding court at breakfast.
Nice. I love that.
But I was telling Keith Robinson that Bobby Kelly was losing weight and really doing great with it. And he told me that Bobby Kelly losing 50 pounds would be like Bloomberg losing $50.
That's incredible. Oh, my God. That is so funny. It's good that you have the curmudgeon of the cruise, though. You need that guy.
Well, it would be me if it wasn't him. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I could be like, hey, even Keith's a pain in the ass. But I'm feeling the exact same way the entire time.
Now, I know that you weren't able to listen because everything has been so spotty, but we had a very exciting announcement about the Gramercy Theater. It's a Bennington hostile takeover.
What do you mean?
At the Gramercy Theater, March 14th with the Creeps, right?
Yeah.
It's a Bennington takeover. Vito is going to be performing the intro live. I am running the panel at the end of the show with all the Creeps, and Chris Stanley is performing his new hit song, The Flaming Creeps.
Really?
Yes.
right.
It's a takeover.
Who okayed that?
I did. I thought that was okay,
Yeah.
I'm also sitting in your seat. Is that all right?
You know what? This is the kind of mutiny, the kind of overthrow that always makes people paranoid. The only thing that excites me is the idea of Vito making the announcements
Yes.
instead of Rich Voss.
Maybe.
I don't know if you guys knew that when we did the Ridgefield the second night, Jim Florentine was sick. He had the coronavirus.
Oh, no.
And the person who filled in was Colin Quinn.
So awesome.
And, obviously to have him drop in and do that is unbelievable. The terrible intro that Voss gave him.
No.
Why?
He was like, Florentine couldn't make it, so we were looking around for someone to fill in. We had to get all the way to the queues before we found one.
Jesus.
And then he goes, Colin Quinn.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
shouldn't we be celebrating that we have...
We should.
You happy?
Yeah, a guy who just came out with 4 great specials. He's written a best-selling book from Saturday Night Live. No, he made it so much smaller than life. And I'm like, we honestly need Vito for this.
I know. He's the pro.
Yeah, I feel good about Vito. I'm not sure about Gail running the panel because I don't want personal stuff about me coming up.
This is a time for us to air out everything.
Yes, in front of people. That's every dad's dream. Hearing the truth in front of an audience. I don't know. Is Chris's song the hit we think it is?
Look, I think this is what I say. I never thought he could have ever done a follow-up. But the crazy thing about the Flaming Creeps, and I don't know if you love that title or not.
I love it.
But but I think it's in his wheelhouse. I really do.
Well, his voice is definitely getting better with every song.
Isn't that
If
weird?
you go back to the first one he did, it was terrible.
It was so
Remember
bad.
we played it because it was awful and we laughed about it.
Yes.
And then the second one, you're like, okay, this is better because he's using auto-tune. And then the last one, he just kills the vocal. Just kills it.
I
now,
know some
lyrically, I
creeps.
don't know.
Ron, I'm so excited for this. I can't wait to belt out this tune.
He feels very confident about it.
Sing the hook for me.
I know some creeps who Ronnie B. Ronnie B.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I know 3 guys who are not happy with that hook.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think it works
we were
great.
actually- I said the same thing. I said,
You're like, I don't know.
what they want.
Yeah. I don't see the problem with it.
Look, the Gramercy Theater has to be very happy with it.
You know, I forgot to say, Bonnie is on the tour, and it's just killing it. She's so hilarious. And she's got her trainer with it. And today, they went swimming with the dolphins. They left to go swimming with the dolphins.
Oh, that's awesome.
I thought it was too pricey, you know. And
Sure.
I looked around, and I did a thing where for $15, I ran with a pack of wild dogs, and it was,
That's
nature.
cool.
You know what I mean?
Is that safe?
Nothing's safe here. If you cut your foot, you could die. Gangrene sets in so fast.
Rod, be careful.
They stop you every 5 feet with, do you want to get a taxi? Do you want some cocaine? Do you want, whatever.
Right.
Sure.
But there was a thing they wanted to take people out to that Pig Island where we saw in that documentary that girl get bit on the ass by a wild pig.
Oh, yeah.
Firefest, the Firefest Pig Island.
Yeah.
Oh, my
There's
God. I'd have to see it.
excursion to go there.
I would want to go, and I'd want the real Firefest experience.
Ja Rule should be there.
Yes.
I had the Pig Island experience at a sandbar in Daytona Beach. Ooh. I never want to go through it again. Well, I'm excited that you guys are rocking it. You sound great.
You sound great. I was worried. I'm glad to hear you, Ron.
Maybe I'll be out for a couple of months. You know what I mean?
Please don't say that.
Chris
Live
won't know
in the
what to do.
island life.
You'll get scurvy. No, come back.
Last night was 80s night on the boat, so I'm pretty excited.
Oh, that's great.
We all dressed up like the 80s. There were normal people in the 80s, so I just left on my regular
Right,
clothes.
sure. I feel like you should have done an 80s set to match it,
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
There's also, I'm pretty excited, I want to check these guys out, a Tom Petty cover band.
Oh,
is
yeah.
here. And I've seen the guy, he looks like Tom Petty.
Perfect.
See, I like when that happens, too. Like, if you
Yeah, I like that too.
take the visual seriously as well.
Well, 2U always had that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
2U always
Right?
had
Yes.
that. I feel like I'm looking at a backwards U2.
When I saw them, I didn't even know U2 wasn't there. Later I said that U2 concert was great, and you had to explain to me that's not who that was.
I also recorded an Unmasked with David Zucker, the guy who did Airplane and Naked Gun. He's on the cruise with his family. So I did an Unmasked with him here.
That's so great.
Yeah. I don't know how this stuff is going to... it was very weird for me to do these things without you guys there
Yeah.
to do all this stuff.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I did the Unmasked with the Jokers on a deck of a cruise ship
Jesus.
while we're soaring. I have no idea what the wind's going to sound like on it, but I'm like, okay, let's just do it.
Was that your Unmasked with the best view?
It's nice. The view's not that good. I was just looking at a bunch of, 3,000 Jokers fans. Also, I did this joke last night, and it really didn't work out as well as I wanted it to with the Jokers audience.
Uh-huh.
But I said I had an idea for a spin-off of the Jokers, the Impractical Jokers. And it would just be using Joe Gatto and Sal, and it would be like a Tom Hanks thing, and it would be Sal versus the Volcano. And I can't say they liked it as much as you guys did.
Well, we're fans of the movie,
Yeah.
so we got it.
Yeah, that's the problem. I don't think they go very deep at all.
I mean, I think it's.
I'm going to let you. Yeah.
I was gonna
I'm
say,
going
I
to
think
let
it's
you
the
guys
best.
do your show.
All right, we're so glad that we heard for you. Now, Chris, can you breathe easy? You know, Ron's all right.
I love you, Ron.
And we're. So-
I'm glad to be loved by you, Chris.
Okay.
And I'm proud that you guys are sounding so great. That's really, really cool. Oh, there's my ride.
all right.
Love you guys. Peace.
There he goes, married to the sea. Ron Bennington. He's on the Impractical Jokers cruise, and we are going to be airing the Impractical Jokers Unmasked that they recorded at sea. That's going to be Friday, 4 p.m. East on Bennington. And so we're going to be here the rest of the week.
Yep.
And maybe we'll hear from him again. I don't know, maybe not, because he's going to be at sea. But we've got tons of guests,
We got plenty of people coming up.
and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then on Friday, we're going to hear the Unmasked.
And it sounds great. I've listened through it already.
Good.
I got it this morning, and no wind issues as far as I can tell.
Okay, but you make your own farts. That's what you're talking about.
I have terrible gas, yeah, but I know the difference between if I'm hearing audio or hearing my own farts, gas.
I'm going to pull back the curtain for a second. Chris mentioned to me that he
Don't.
had to poop
Stop.
before the show, but he never went. And so
Oh,
now I
no.
just have to know that he's sitting here. It's
Full.
making me very uncomfortable.
Why?
Why do you think? It's just all I can think about is that you're sitting there holding it. And he said, I used to hold it the whole show.
Yeah, I used to
He
not.
used to be as lucky. He used to say it was for a lucky show he would hold his poop,
Yeah.
and then he stopped doing it. Do you want to do that today? Do you feel like that's going to be our, it's a jump off show?
Yeah.
The first one of the week.
I mean, for you, Gail, for us, yes, I will. I will hold it.
All right, good. Good. I'm glad that
And
you
look,
will.
I also want to mention one thing, Gail. If you mentioned anything about your bowel movements, I'd be able to just take it in and not worry about it.
You know what? It's
Or
not
mention
gonna,
it to
it's
the
not
audience.
Going to come up. It's not going to come up because that's not something I would share with you.
Maybe you should start sharing to make us closer.
Yeah. You're pretty close with Ron, and I've never heard Ron tell you anything about his bowel movements. Never once.
Touche.
Chris, can I come in there and tickle your tummy?
No, you
Until
can't.
you shit yourself?
No.
Are you going to hold your breath until you can hear his voice again on Friday for the tour?
I mean, I think I'd pass out, but I would love to.
Yeah. Then it'll be Friday.
Friday.
Getting down on Friday. Did you see that Rebecca Black is back?
Mm-hmm.
The Friday girl?
Yes.
So she I guess it was on Instagram, said that she had a horrible experience after her hit song Friday.
Yeah.
And this was 9 years ago.
I was shocked that Friday by Rebecca Black is 9 years old. I would have guessed 4 to 5 years at the very most. I remember watching it at Sirius XM. It's like, what the fuck is this?
And by the way, and I know you're a creep and stuff.
Yeah.
Check out her Instagram. She's a bit of a snack these days.
Wow.
She's a bit of a snack.
Rebecca Black looks very good. Modern
Yeah.
day, today, Rebecca Black looks great.
And you liked her then, too.
No, I didn't. She was a 15-year-old girl, Gail.
I think she was 13.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she was very young. Always bet on Black. I mean, she is looking real good.
She kind of has like a Kardashian, Emily Ratajkowski thing she's going for.
I see
And
what you're saying.
It's working.
If you're going to combine two humans, and I'm just saying Kardashian is one human,
Mm-hmm.
they're like the Megazord or something.
Definitely.
And then, your favorite, Emily Ratajkowski.
Sure.
So anyway, she had a terrible experience with afterwards. I think she was bullied.
Yeah, she was like a kid. She was in high school eventually. And then when she was in high school, she was just getting shit thrown at her and people were fucking with her because no one thought that she certainly didn't think the Friday song was going to get like 100 million hits or whatever it was because it just blew up immediately.
Here's the thing about it, though. I get that we all laughed at it.
Sure.
But we also laughed with it, I feel. And I think that I'm shocked that she was bullied in that way.
Children
Look,
are cruel.
The girl in pink who's dancing, I understand. Wouldn't
In
get
the car,
bullied.
her friend?
Yeah, she was doing like those awkward white girl moves.
Oh, yeah.
But this was the best. I mean, this was the...
Fun.
The production level of this, so good.
It's amazing. Arc Studios.
No. Wait, this is like they did more of these?
All right, so in the Rebecca Black video, there's a dude that starts rapping.
Yeah, I remember that guy.
That guy's name is...
The guy driving the car.
Yeah, here's the rap verse. This guy.
So chilling in the front side, in the backseat, I'm driving, cruising, fast lanes, switching lanes with a car by my side.
All right, so this dude, he's the guy who wrote this song. Like Rebecca Black's parents went to this guy. He had this thing called Arc Studios. He writes the song, and then he produces it, comes up with the video.
Right.
And this is all his idea.
Yes, and this is parents say my kid wants to be a pop star.
They paid him $4,000 to do this. He's like this. He's a Nigerian guy who came to America, came to LA, and started producing music. And so parents
started making hits.
Yeah, hits. Yeah. So this went up on his YouTube account.
Hold on, Meatface has a fun fact for us. And by the way, 844 Rock God, if you want to call us at work, we're just hanging out. 844 Rock God. Meatface, you're on Bennington.
Yes, I do have a fun fact. Just one quick question. Is Ron stuck on that cruise liner that has to keep circling?
I really hope not. I really hope that this is not his fate. The Corona cruise.
No. Don't even say that.
I know. And that story, by the way, was breaking. I feel just like in the days leading up to the cruise.
The day before is when there's multiple cruises, by the way. One's going around trying to find a port to dock in, and then there's one in Jersey just docked the day before Ron had to leave for his cruise that is filled with people with coronavirus.
Yeah.
In Jersey.
So these are the things that I was just like, hey, I really hope that he doesn't. I was like not even going to talk to him about it.
I wouldn't bring it up to him.
Then he brought it up and I was like, oh no. Cat's out of the bag. He knows about the Corona cruises. All right, what's your fun fact, Meatface?
So Rebecca Black video Friday, that was the first video to hit 1 billion views.
See? That's nothing to be bullied about.
No.
She should be proud. I mean, peace.
Bye.
I mean, it's like, yes, I understand that we all laughed at it, but here it is 9 years later. People still sing the Friday song on Friday.
Yeah.
Like Office people.
They love
it. Friday. You're like, yeah.
And also,
Black, I remember that one.
She put out a follow-up Saturday, which was not as good.
I vaguely remember it, and I don't think that hit.
No, not at all. No.
$1 billion.
No. I think it might have gotten a few million, but it didn't. It wasn't anything like Friday.
So this guy, after this, did he continued to make music?
So so this dude, his name's Patrice Wilson. He kept doing because he produced this, so other people start going to him like, "Hey man, can you produce music videos for us?" And so he starts producing more, and it's mostly with young girls, young white girls that he's producing these songs for. Now this one also got a bunch of heat, and because it was slightly racist, because it's called. Right, so it's by this young white girl. It's a young white girl called Allison Gold.
Okay.
And it's called...
Is this the girl in the car in pink?
No, this is a totally different girl. So I guess the girl lives in L.A. And this is Allison Gold Chinese Food, produced by the same guy who produced Friday.
Okay.
After falling, I go clubbing, then I'm hugging, then I'm hungry, and I'm walking on the street, and I'm getting grumpy. I see child, I'm alright. Ask my food in the air. It's Chinese food, my favorite. So I'm getting hungry. I love Chinese food. You know that it's true.
What?
Fried rice, I love noodles. I love chow mein, chow mein.
Why are the subtitles changing different languages?
I have no idea. But here's the thing that I think that this guy, what's the name of the guy?
Patrice Wilson.
I think Patrice handing in on a location. He was getting some Chinese food, and he was like, "Hey, do you think we could film in here?" And he's just like, "Cool, I'm gonna write a hit about Chinese food." I think he went location first.
He's like the Kevin Smith of 13-year-old rap videos.
Does he get another verse in this song?
Oh, he puts himself in this one as well.
good.
Here's his verse on Chinese
By the way,
food.
he's dressed as a panda in
Yeah.
this, so it's just not good.
I love Chinese food and some wonton soup. Get me broccoli while play Monopoly.
Oh, this is not aging well.
No.
This is not good.
To eat Chinese food, egg roll and chop suey.
But to be fair, I'm saying it didn't age well. This is just 9 years ago. It wasn't okay then. And it's just even more not so okay now.
What's worse to you, the what he's doing with his face and voice, or like the party he seems to be at, the sleepover?
This is a
No, I didn't even think about it. But this is a girls' sleepover where they're all wearing short shorts. And this man's hidden in a panda suit and pops out and starts singing about Chinese food in a racist way.
some late 30s-year-old man with a bunch of children.
But yeah, here's the difference. Rebecca Black, she's got the hit, but that girl made this song. It got forgotten about, and she probably didn't have to live a life of bullying like
No.
Rebecca Black
No.
did.
No, not at all. No, that girl was just able to go about her life and not be trashed by these people who just want to destroy artists.
All right, what's this one?
This is another young white girl, Nicole Westbrook, and her song.
Why do you have to mention the race of each person? Like, I don't think it makes, like, in this particular one,
Yes.
does it matter that she's white or
Okay.
no?
I mean, does it? No.
Okay.
Because this song is called It's Thanksgiving.
Oh, so Thursday song to round out the days of the week.
Thursday, the last Thursday in November.
Here's It's Thanksgiving.
This is really ripping off Call Me Maybe. Just throwing it out there.
I like the dance hall anthem vibes.
What? Uh-oh, are we going to go through each month? This stinks.
It's really bad.
This stinks. You know what I mean? Leave Rebecca alone. There's plenty of other people you could have been making fun of this whole time.
She skipped over Halloween.
It didn't fit
Yeah.
into the rhyme scheme. I write songs. I know how hard this is.
Yeah, I know. That's the interesting thing, Chris. I feel like you're now past this guy. You could open a studio for children.
I don't want to be associated with
Make
children.
hit sexy songs for kids in their short shorts.
So I think this song needs another sleepover.
See?
I won't do
So
that.
you admit it.
I won't do
This
that.
is your dream.
He also inserts himself into this song as well.
All right, give me the verse. But I don't know how much more this guy can take. This again?
He's really good.
You know, I really don't think he was necessary in this.
No,
song. I
I-
think she had it. I actually think she had it.
I've never seen anybody be a featured artist and come on and just repeat the chorus and not have their own verse.
Yeah. That's not normally how, like, when you're, like, featuring.
Yeah, you don't just go, I'm going to take the chorus on this one.
Now I'm the chorus guy.
Don't worry, Westbrook. I got this. And Westbrook's dad. So this guy was doing this for years. There's another one where he does it with an adult. Makes a song. We can just play his part because it's pretty ridiculous.
An
No,
adult?
I want to see this adult who's living her child fantasy.
This is by USA Gal. That's her name.
Okay.
And she is, this song's called 4th of July.
I look up to the sky, I see lights everywhere, and I look to my right, I see people who care. I am
The video has a bunch of presidents.
Yeah, this is bizarre.
It's the 4th of July. Let's give thanks to George Washington.
Dude, Trump should have booked her. Remember when he was looking for, musical acts?
Yeah, this was made.
I guess I'll be looking for it again. All right, guys.
This was made while Barack Obama was president.
Yes.
I just feel like she missed her opportunity. This is more of a President's Day song than a 4th of July song.
Good point. And you know that there's no President's Day song.
And of course, our boy Patrice puts Patrice Wilson, not Patrice O'Neill, puts
Right.
himself
Let's-
into the song
let's-
as well.
Let's, not mess up his memory by confusing everyone.
This is my Patrice.
All right, give me Patrice's verse.
You the president who fuck with your pride. Andrew Johnson, Ulysses Grant, Rutherford Hayes, James Garvin, Chester Arnold, Benjamin Harrison, Robert Clayton, William McKinley, Theodore Roosevelt, William Taft, Woodrow Wilson, Warren Harding, Calvin Coolidge, Herbert Hoover, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Harry Truman, Dwight Eisenhower.
Oh my God, we have to stop. I can't hear any
Wait,
more
they're gonna
of
get to
this.
Obama.
I literally can't. Does he just become Obama? Is
No,
that-
they have an actor.
Okay.
It's the 4th of July.
Wow. I don't know if this was her money well spent for her. I really don't.
I don't know. Everyone's talking about it.
That boob job was money well spent.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if this Patrice joint.
I don't know if he's making anything recently, but all of these videos that we've been playing happened from like 2011 when Rebecca Black did hers to 2013.
Elliot in Ohio.
Hey, I'm kind of a fan of cringe humor. So for the past 7 years, every Friday I've posted Rebecca Black Friday. And it's funny, if I don't post by like noon, I get people messaging me like, where the hell is it?
Nice.
I think they're just,
Look, this is
you know, what?
another circumstance of Rebecca being bullied. Rebecca, leave Rebecca alone.
I think, all right, so it first came out, like the Rebecca Black song. Everyone started talking about how bad it was.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, this is terrible. But then people started, wait a minute.
Yeah,
they're
people started
singing
liking
it
it.
and liking it. Then it went back to people hating it. Now people are like liking
And
it again. Like it's
look at-
ended unliked.
Look at her now. I mean, we should probably tweet a link to her Instagram post because people should see the new Rebecca Black. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm shocked how ridiculously foxy. I'm just going to throw this out, and I don't want to make her feel bullied. I'm just going to say it, and I don't judge her for it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, nose job?
I think there was some
Yeah, there's some
plastic
There's some
surgery.
light plastic surgery. I
Yeah.
don't feel like it's a total revamp, but
Look, because I'm sure she was bullied. I mean, for
Yeah.
her looks or
But
anything
I'm
else, because
just-
people are mean.
yeah. I'm just, and I'm not bullying you, Rebecca.
No.
I'm for you. I'm in your fucking corner.
Yeah.
I love your tunes. I love your new
Tune.
look. Right. I know. I love your
Singular.
one song that you made.
When you were 15, that you didn't write or produce, but
Whatever.
she performed it.
You know what? You're only saying it that way because you feel so cool about the fact that you write and produce your own music.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Hers isn't a cover. I dare you to ever make an original song.
That would be tough. I mean, yeah, I'm working in the world of parody right now. Okay.
I honestly don't know if you could pull off an original.
That's fucked up for you not to believe in me.
What did I already gave you the credit saying your voice is getting better? I've given you everything, Chris.
Okay.
All the joy can bring. This, I swear. Look at that, Rebecca Black.
Yeah. Breasty.
It's actually very distracting. You might have to click that off because I keep looking in the chest region.
Yeah.
Paul in Chicago. Hey, Paul.
Hey, guys, I was wondering, I don't think she was bullied enough because she totally went from Easter to Thanksgiving, blowing right through Labor Day.
Look, there's a lot of issues with the songwriting, but you can't bully these kids, okay? They're making
children.
They're making great music.
They're going after their dreams.
Just like Chris Stanley is.
Yeah.
Going after his dreams, his big hit, The Flaming Creeps, which he's going to perform at the Gramercy Theater.
Live.
With the Creeps.
No backing track, right? There's going to be no lip syncing. I'm not Eminem at the Oscars, okay?
Right.
It's all
Oh, boy.
all pure voice from the stand.
Guys, we didn't even get to talk about the Oscars because I haven't seen you in days. Did you love it? Did you love every minute of it? Did you love the singing jokers?
Favorite parts, singing Joker, and then also in the same section, Janelle Monáe just awkwardly singing at the celebrities who seemed not know what was going on or happening to them at that time.
Brad Pitt was the only one who seemed like really into it, and she walked away from him when he was trying to sing along.
Yeah.
Come on, Janelle. Brad's a star. You gotta stay on him. He's giving you something.
Yeah. How about that upset? That Parasite upset.
Who the fuck saw that coming?
Yeah.
I mean, I really liked Parasite. That was my favorite movie of the year.
I enjoyed it. It was not my favorite movie of the year, but I'm shocked that it won. It doesn't seem like the kind of movie that they like.
When
it's weird.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah.
It's foreign.
Yeah, you're right.
There's a lot of things about it that I thought, oh, it's just interesting enough that they've given some credit to this.
And when Bong, his name's Bong.
God, your first name base is Bong now.
When Bong won for director, I thought it was like, well, I guess they're gonna give him the fucking. It happens a lot where whoever wins best director is gonna get best picture.
I feel like sometimes they split that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get the weird split. I mean, that was shocking when he got director, and it certainly made people think.
He was shocked.
Possible. Yeah.
And he did say a lot of nice shit about Quentin and Scorsese, though, which was nice.
Yeah.
That was very cute. He had the cutest moments of the night. I feel like all the best stuff involved Bong.
And I hated him after he did Snowpiercer. I thought it was a complete giant pile of garbage. I still do. But Parasite turned me around on the fucking guy, which kind of annoys me.
Yeah, I feel like I forgot that was your least favorite movie of all time.
Fucking hate it.
So now are you cool with Bong now?
Oh, I'm definitely cool with Bong now, and I feel like a hypocrite, but he did make a new movie that was fucking really good.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was very surprising stuff. Do you like the Joker's speech?
I'll never drink
Not
milk.
Joker's cruise. Joker as in Joaquin.
Yeah, I saw his speech. He was a little rambly, but he was passionate,
Can I tell you something?
What's that?
The day after the Oscars,
Yeah.
I left the half and half out. And I left it out all day, and it's spoiled. And the first thing I thought is Joaquin would be so mad. Not only did I buy this, but I let it go to waste, and I felt real guilt.
You took.
But I bought more half and half, is what I'm trying to tell you. So it didn't work, but he did make me feel bad about myself.
Well, I think that's sort of working. Just to make you aware of it.
Hey, look at it. It's our buddy Lewis in Manhattan.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just for the record, I just want to say that I was one of the non-bulliers of Rebecca Black.
That's so sweet of you. You're a good person.
I don't know. It just didn't. What really pissed me off was just the adults that just kept making fun of her. And I think that kind of added to our bullying.
Of course, it was constant.
Make fun of Patrice.
Yeah, Patrice
Not
Wilson.
Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice
We
Wilson.
love him. Everyone was happy with
What I
him.
wanted to say was we all knew that she grew up hot because she was on The Four. I don't know if you guys remember that reality show from about 2 years ago with Puff Daddy, DJ Khaled, Meghan Trainor.
I did not. I didn't see that.
What was it called, Lois?
Huh? It was called The Four.
Okay.
It was on Fox. It got replaced by the Masked Singer.
Damn it.
Replaced it.
And so you've been hip to her hotness for a while then.
Yeah. And she, damn, what the hell's going on? I think I got corona.
No.
But anyway,
She is getting all the good ones.
she sang on there and everything. Her voice was great. And and she was also in that Katy Perry video not too long ago. So.
You have so many Rebecca Black facts.
Yeah,
You're Rebecca Flax, Lewis.
I think I need help.
All right, buddy.
She was a major player in the TGIF Katy Perry video.
There was a TGIF Katy Perry song.
Not the song TG, not the fucking restaurant TGI Fridays.
I don't know. You're saying TGIF Katy.
Isn't that your favorite bar?
I love that bar. Great happy hour deals.
TGIF is like a famous term. It's not just a beloved restaurant.
I'm going to say right now that the term TGIF has been co-opted by the fucking restaurant chain, and everyone thinks.
What about the show?
The lineup. It's a major.
That's honestly, every time I hear that phrase, I don't think about Fridays. I think about the lineup.
Yeah, because Chris didn't have a TV growing up, so he didn't know about that.
Now who's the bully? You, Vito.
I love TGIF. That
What
was
on that?
Okay. I'm not sure. I think
Full
it was ABC. So it's Full House. I can't remember right now what was NBC and what was ABC.
Urkel.
Urkel was NBC, I thought. No, there was a
it was
crossover, so it was
ABC. You don't know
ABC.
shit.
Step by Step, Family Matters,
Chicken fingers.
Full House. What?
Mozzarella
He's thinking
sticks.
Of his TGIF.
Boneless wings.
Nobody, dude. First of all, if you have to rank all those kind of restaurants, you got to put a Chili's above a TGIF.
Incorrect. Outback Steakhouse is the best one.
That's a
Is
level
it?
above. That's a big step up.
Category, I think.
That's a Red Lobster. That's Red Lobster Outback. That's a whole other level.
No,
I agree.
Red Lobster's below TGIF.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
It
yes,
definitely
yes,
isn't.
it is, without a
no,
doubt.
the cheesy biscuits alone put it at a higher status.
It's just that they have one good product, and it's delicious. I'm telling you, I agree with you. It doesn't mean the entire restaurant is elevated above that of a TGIF.
Yes, it is. It's a whole other
It
level.
has one
Wrong.
good status, just like your Outback, which has that bloomin' onion.
That's
it
right.
has the signature thing.
Great steaks too.
But I would agree. If let's say I'm in a circumstance, a certain hellscape where these are my only options, to me, that first tier is going to be the two that you just mentioned.
Red Lobster, Outback, and then Olive Garden. Would that be up there?
Ooh, no, that's low,
No,
low,
Olive
No,
low.
I know
Garden
low,
is
but I'm
below
talking about
Outback.
We're talking about price points and menu.
No, I'm not talking about price, but
fuck the
money
price
is not
point.
an issue
Come
for
on.
me. my friend,
Okay.
all right?
What's the
fucking
most-
rolling in dough over here?
What's the most you're paying for any of these places?
I don't know, man. Outback seems pricey to me.
I'm
I'm
blowing
worried
onions
about
like
him.
$8.
I'm not doing well for myself. I
I'm
live
gonna
at
get this
home.
kid a raise. That's gonna be my new 2020 vision. It's either gonna get this kid a raise, so he's not worried.
Look, Chili's, TGI Fridays, Applebee's. That's like a
Same
conglomerate,
status,
basically.
Yeah. Like, and that's a lower tier.
And Red Lobster belongs even below that. What else are you
No.
eating at a Red Lobster
doesn't.
besides the fucking biscuits?
Well, I don't go to Red
Lobster,
Lobster.
bro.
No, why
Shrimp,
would you-
unlimited shrimp.
I guess you
Shrimp
could eat,
scampi, okay?
I guess you could have a
That's
bunch
the
of shrimp.
signature dish for them. A shrimp scampi.
No, man, it's as a whole. I'm looking at this thing as a whole, and it's garbage town.
Don't look at my hole.
Let's talk about the restaurants, not your holes, gal.
TGI Fridays. What, Bennigan's? Is that one? Bennigan's is one, right?
Yeah, it's a restaurant, yes.
Yeah, that's that
You
level.
don't even know what you're talking
I'm
about.
thinking
Bennigan's number one.
Bennigan's has stuff on the wall, right?
Are they still, they're still around?
I think so. There's a couple left. I'll look.
I loved Bennigan's as a kid.
Never went to one.
It was a very exciting day every time we would go there for me and my brother because playing the video games.
Oh, the arcades? That's nice.
Yeah. And then, an app sampler.
There's 11 Benningtons open in the United
That's
States.
so sad.
We're doing a
Are
tour.
there still one in Florida?
Yes, there is. I'm going to see where in Florida.
Oh,
Right
no.
outside Orlando.
Yeah, that's not the one I used to go to. That's so sad.
Damn.
R.I.P.
Really, it's closer to Palm Bay.
Melbourne, really. I mean, it's smack dab in the middle of Melbourne.
I mean, they're trying to bring Melbourne back, and this is part of it. This Bennigan's franchise.
I think that could be the next Rebecca Black song. Hey, Vito, can I get the other charger? The one that, I got this stupid phone case, and the bumper blocks my charger. So, I need the other guy.
Jesus, Vito.
Can you hand it in?
Yeah.
Thanks. Yesterday, Vito was telling me about why my phone charger is the worst. I mean, my phone case is the worst purchase ever, and he was making me feel really bad about it. And he had all these facts about why would you ever get a charger that doesn't have the proper bumpers and doesn't have it properly raised and doesn't have it. I'm good. Thanks. I'm saying that the bumpers weren't raised, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. I bought. You know why I bought it? This cool pattern on the back.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
it
it.
looks
It's
like
like
an
a-
opal, and it reminded me of Uncut Gems.
You should just get a.
I stare into it, and this is how I'm gonna have a great game.
What do you see?
But yeah, he made me feel really bad about it.
Well, because he's a dick. You should get a picture of Adam
Sorry, I
Sandler
don't
on
know
there.
what the best phone cases are, Vito.
Look, you got to have raised bumpers. You got to have tempered glass that actually goes to the edge of your screen, not a good few centimeters away. That leaves so much room for breakage.
Are you a fucking phone salesman? What's going on here?
I'm gonna run all my products by Vito.
Don't.
I have a page on TechCrunch.com where
He's like his own Yelp, where I'm gonna send him everything, and he's gonna okay it.
I own an Apple Watch. I don't wear it, but I own one.
Why would you own it and not wear it?
Because I get really afraid that my big clumsy self will slap the glass screen on something.
That's a terrible purchase then. You bought something that's expensive, I assume,
Pretty expensive.
and that you don't wear or use.
Out of fear.
Yeah.
And I lost my whoop strap in the street last week, so I'm just a mess. And that's why I can't afford to go to Outback Steakhouse.
I bought off of Instagram. It was the middle of the night.
First of all, already this sentence, you should not buy things off of Instagram.
This is the last thing I bought off Instagram. This happened maybe 6 months ago. I saw this cool NASA jacket, bomber jacket, and I was like, I want to wear that jacket. I buy it. I get a 3XL. I figured that'll fit, old fatty. It arrives, and it's a large essentially. I'm fat guy in a little
So
coat.
Vito can wear it, is what you're saying.
I brought it in to. I brought it into the office. I was gonna sell it to Vito.
First of all, why did you think that was a good idea? Like, it just doesn't seem very you. You're just gonna wear a NASA jacket?
I don't know, Gail. Maybe
What are
I
you, a
wanted
fucking hype beast?
Dude, that's such hypebeast bullshit.
I actually don't even know what that is.
You used it perfectly. Hypebeast means shit like Supreme that people just buy because like it's popular. Chris is a big old hype beast, a hype wildebeest.
Well, apparently I'm fucking too big of a hype beast because I can't wear any of the fucking hype beast bullshit.
That's really sad.
I know. And then I tried to sell it to an intern, but then he never.
Whoa. Why would you just give it to the intern?
Because
You're
it
such
cost
a
me.
dick.
First of all, it cost me $80. I was selling it to him for $50. And
He was
like, that's
pushing it.
Yeah, I was pushing it
for
actually.
months.
I was like, look, dude, you got that money yet? Because you can fucking buy this jacket.
Do you want to know which intern it was?
Which?
It was Matt. And you know who talked him out of it? Evan.
Yes,
I miss
Matt.
those two.
Why the cue card guy's son? I tried to sell him a jacket
Yes.
at a discounted rate, by the way.
Do you think that they were maybe our best intern duo? Because they were friends. They were IRL friends before the show.
I felt. I mean, they were good workers, but I felt Evan was too mean to Matt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evan was they had a certain power play that I was never quite comfortable with.
Yeah. It made me uncomfortable at times.
Yeah, I think I don't know why he put up with his shenanigans, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, I mean, Matt ate a lot of shit from Evan, and it was unsettling.
yeah.
I was like, "What are you doing here, dude? What are you doing to yourself?"
Also, he never kept any secrets for his friend. He would always blow up his shit all the time.
All the time, constantly. Yeah, he would just like bust out ridiculous things that have happened to Matt that maybe he didn't want to share to all of us.
Yeah.
What,
He also
on the
seemed to
radio.
have a very close relationship with Wally.
Yeah.
Wally, the cue card guy. So
were
he seemed to
buddies.
he would get a ride home from Wally and then tell all the things.
Yeah, he would just dime him out.
Then one time on the air, he was just like, I think they had an unwanted pregnancy. I don't know. There was a pregnancy scare, and it was just so personal, and it just didn't seem like it was a for-air moment.
He talked a lot about Matt's weed use.
Yeah, he did, and talked about concern. I think he had concerns about his girlfriend. It was very uncomfortable. Hey, do we need to take a break here, or?
Yeah, we should break right here.
Okay, cool. We will be right back in just a bit. It's Bennington.
Faction Talk 103. It's the Bennington Show.
Chris, have you heard about this new company making stylish shoes for women and girls out of plastic recycled water bottles?
No.
Well, you know what? You spend all your time on Instagram searching for garbage products.
Yeah.
Where you're buying things that don't fit you.
And I'm getting burned.
Well,
left and right.
let me tell you, here's somebody to listen to. Me.
Okay.
Okay? You have a lady friend.
I do.
Please
More than a
turn
friend.
her on to Rothy's, my new favorite shoe company, and my new favorite shoes.
Really?
Okay? First of all, let me throw out some words for you. Stylish.
Like that.
Sustainable.
That makes me feel good.
Comfortable.
The best.
Washable.
I like to wash things.
Do you?
Yeah. Sure. Love to be able to wash the things I wear or my lady friend wears.
Yes. Well, you let her know these are perfect everyday shoes. They come in an ever-changing array of colors, prints, patterns, and styles. I have the sneakers in camo cat.
That's cool.
It's a leopard print. You know why? Because I'm loud and I'm bold. And that's why I chose it. And I'm not kidding you. They're the most comfortable shoes I own.
Rothy's, you said?
Yeah. You know that I said Rothy's. Rothy's. They come with free shipping, free returns and exchanges. They're made from repurposed plastic water bottles, which is crazy to me. But here's something interesting. They have already diverted 35 million water bottles from landfills already. Put that in your Oscar speech, okay? Plus, the machine washable. Every time they need a refresh, you toss them in the washing machine. They're great. They prioritize sustainability every step of the way. They ship directly in the shoebox. No unnecessary packaging. They're feel-good flats in more ways than one. So check out the amazing styles right now. Rothys.com/Bennington. Tell your lady friend, Chris, please.
I will.
Rothys.com/Bennington. Your new favorite flats. Comfortable, stylish, sustainable. The shoes you've been waiting for. Head right now to Rothys.com/Bennington.
We'll be right back. This is Faction Talk 103, The Bennington Show.
You see all kinds of people smoking cigars these days, whether it's to relax, celebrate, or playing golf. Their great thing about cigars is you don't need a special occasion to light up a stick. All you need is thehumidor.com. Thehumidor.com sells top brands and takes special care of your cigars until they reach your door. Don't get caught smoking some flaky mess. Smoke only the best. Thehumidor.com has fresh cigars from around the world, and they deliver them for free. Their expert tobacconist traveled to the top regions to find quality and value. Every cigar they sell is protected in a state-of-the-art humidor until they're carefully packaged and shipped to you. Thehumidor.com is the only site that lets you mix and match any cigar. You can buy a box or try one of their unique samplers like the coffee or Toro Fuente or Scotch Drinker sampler. For a limited time, use the promo code RADIO to save 20% on your next order. Don't wait. Visit thehumidor.com today.
We'll be right back. Faction Talk 103, The Bennington Show.
It's Faction Talk. Faction Talk. Faction Talk. And you never know who is going to stop by the show.
And I can really get in people's heads. Matt Hughes wants to kill me.
Yeah, that didn't take long.
No, that was pretty quick, really.
Why are you investing in Bitcoin while the show's on when you got all day?
Stop saying boner. I'd like us to be an adult show.
So nutty, his name should be Fruitcake.
Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. The Jason Ellis Show. Covino and Rich. Bennington. Faction Talk. Uncensored and on demand with the SiriusXM app.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are four of the nicest youngsters we've ever had on our stage, the Beatles.
1 week after the night that changed the world.
The Beatles were back on The Ed Sullivan Show.
This time, the Fab Four were live from the Deauville Hotel in Miami Beach.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Hear the Beatles' second performance on The Ed Sullivan Show in its entirety.
Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific.
On the Beatles channel, Sirius XM 18.
Or listen on your phone and Sirius XM connected devices and speakers.
The following is a public notice for people suffering with fibromyalgia symptoms. Researchers from the University of Illinois College of Medicine have developed the first definitive blood test for the biomarkers of fibromyalgia. Those who test positive may qualify for an FDA-approved clinical trial of a breakthrough symptom-eliminating treatment. Previously, a fibromyalgia diagnosis could not be confirmed, forcing sufferers to endure skepticism from friends, family, and the medical community. Now, participants can have confirmation of this debilitating disease. The test is covered by nearly all insurance plans, and FM Test can even help arrange your blood test at a local facility. If you suffer from chronic fatigue, mental fogginess, chronic pain, or poor sleep, it may be fibromyalgia. Take this opportunity to get the first and only definitive test. If you test positive, you could be among the first to receive a breakthrough treatment formulated to eliminate all fibromyalgia symptoms. Space is limited, so go now to myfmtest.com. That's myfmtest.com. myfmtest.com.
Deborah's home was stolen. No, I don't mean thieves stole stuff. I mean scammers literally stole her home. The FBI calls title theft one of the fastest growing white-collar crimes. And this story is why you need Home Title Lock. Deborah says criminals found the title to our home online and filed fraudulent documents claiming they owned our home. Wait, it gets worse. Deborah goes on to say, I was evicted from my own home and $85,000 in equity gone. Nobody believes you can get your home stolen this easily. This is why you need Home Title Lock, because no insurance or bank protects your home from title theft. First things first, go to HometitleLock.com and register your address to see if your home's title has been tampered with. You need to protect the legal title to your home so you don't end up like Deborah. Go to HometitleLock.com now for 60 risk-free days of protection. Again, that's HometitleLock.com. HometitleLock.com.
Hello, beautiful. I'm Amy Errett, founder of Madison Reed, a hair color company I named after my daughter. We've heard from thousands of women about hair color, and the number one concern is finding the right shade. With Madison Reed, we guarantee you'll find the right shade. You can choose from 3 different ways to get color matched. Call, chat, or text a licensed colorist who will help you select your color. They're available 7 days a week. Or take our online color quiz that asks you the same questions a colorist would. You can even try on different shades of hair color with our virtual try-on tool at madison-reed.com. With our 100% money-back guarantee, you can shop with total confidence and experience gorgeous, shiny, multi-dimensional, healthy-looking hair color. Visit madison-reed.com to find your perfect shade and get 10% off plus free shipping on your first color kit. Use code FUTURE. That's code FUTURE. Try it. Love it. That's the beauty of Madison Reed.
We'll be right back. This is Faction Talk 103, The Bennington Show.
This is Kevin Harvick,
Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano,
Austin Dillon. The Daytona 500 is coming.
It's NASCAR's biggest race. When you think of races you want to win,
Daytona is number 1 on every driver's list. It can define a career.
For the rest of my life, I'll be known as a Daytona 500 champion.
The Daytona 500. Listen live on SiriusXM Sunday at 1:30 Eastern
on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio,
Channel 90,
and on the SiriusXM app.
There's no race like the Daytona 500.
It truly is
the great American race.
Hiring can be challenging. Codable co-founder Gretchen Hebner experienced just how challenging it can be after unsuccessfully searching for a new game artist to grow with her education tech company.
Then she switched to ZipRecruiter and saw an immediate difference because ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. By using ZipRecruiter's screening questions to filter candidates, Gretchen found it easier to focus on the best ones. Then find the right one.
After posting her job on ZipRecruiter, Gretchen said she was surprised to find qualified applicants so quickly and hired a new game artist in less than 2 weeks. With results like that, it's no wonder 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
See why ZipRecruiter is effective for business of all sizes. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Bennington. That's ZipRecruiter.com/BENNINGTON. ZipRecruiter.com/Bennington. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon here in Central Florida.
The great American race. You don't get a name like that by chance. No, that's something you earn. Because this isn't just another race. It's a run at history. The Daytona 500, Sunday at 2:30 Eastern on Fox.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
For years, you've been thinking about LASIK. You've been talking about LASIK. So now, it's finally time to get LASIK. Right now, LASIK Plus is offering LASIK starting at just $250 per eye. If you're nearsighted, farsighted, or even if you have an astigmatism, LASIK Plus can help fix your vision. starting at just $250 per eye. Our best price ever. So get rid of the daily hassles of contacts and glasses and enjoy the newfound freedom of LASIK from LASIK Plus. Call 844-343-2020 or visit LASIK250.com today and schedule your free LASIK exam. The LASIK Plus doctors are among the area's most experienced LASIK surgeons. So take advantage of this amazing LASIK Plus price today. Call 844-343-2020 or visit LASIK250.com. Results may vary. Restrictions apply. See details at LASIK250.com.
Bennington is back, and this is Faction Talk 103. It's the Bennington Show.
Some creeps who think of jokes. They have a new tour. Don't mean to boast. They're hitting the road now. They're traveling. It's Robert Kelly and Florentine plus Voss and Ronnie B. And I know some creeps who put on shows. They're coming to Detroit. Don't you know? Ridgefield Playhouse, Tampa Please, Atlanta too, and Mount Airy. They'll be at Gramercy. Gramercy.
The Creeps with Kids are at the Gramercy Theater, and you can hear that song performed live by Chris Stanley because it's going to be a Bennington hostile takeover. There are only a couple tickets left. You can go to creepstour.com. Vito's going to be performing the intro live. I'm going to be taking over the panel at the end of the show with the Creeps, and Chris is going to be performing that song live, the Flaming Creeps. But of course, it is Wednesday, and that means it's time for Dish. Brought to you by Dish. Tuned into you to learn more. Call 1-844-CALL-DISH or go to dish.com. And of course, your host of Dish.
Is that
It's Cashmere.
Hey,
Did you hear what with Cashmere every Wednesday on the iBang. Watch The Bachelor every Monday with Cashmere at Professor Tom's in New York City. Follow him at Cashmere Danny. And this is so exciting. We have a co-host of Dish today, the incredible Liz Mealy.
Oh.
She's currently on tour. You're always on tour.
I'm pretty much always on tour.
You're currently on tour, but never not on tour.
Yeah.
Bedford Playhouse in Bedford, New York tomorrow night, but you're going to be in Atlanta, Baltimore, Lancaster, D.C., Boston, Portland, Vancouver, Detroit. Go to lizmealy.com. At least you're in the States, because a lot of time you're international.
Well, I think somebody left it. I go to Paris in like 2 weeks, and I'll be overseas for
now
3
you're
weeks.
bragging. Now it's like, no, you know, it's personal. I was like, oh, I have fun in Detroit, but Paris, that's a dig.
Yeah, no, I'll be in Europe for a couple of weeks.
That's so fun.
I don't think Sirius has that reach.
Before we get into the celeb dish, I've got to just say something, because your hair just reminded me of this.
Oh, yeah,
Do you know that there is a curl controversy? Liz, by the way, has the most incredible,
luscious,
beautiful
Guys,
curly hair.
Stop it.
Yeah. This dish is a safe space where we tell everyone they
you
look
can
beautiful.
cry. Yeah, we're just
I was
hugging.
like, am I a celebrity now? Everybody's saying such. I got a compliment earring.
Yeah,
thing.
there's a curl controversy.
Is it the Diva Curl thing?
Yes.
Oh, so this is
Diva Curl.
So this is what's crazy about that. So first, I was anti Diva Curl like years ago. I was just like, for some reason, I was like, you smell nice, but you don't do what I need you to do. And so I was all mixed chicks. So I'm Italian, so I have really big curly hair, but it's actually very thin. And the problem with curly hair products is they're mostly geared towards black women, which have much thicker hair. So if you have thin curly hair, it weighs it down, and it just doesn't look good.
I know somebody who's into mixed chicks as well.
So I've met the women that started mixed chicks. They're amazing. I love their conditioner is magic. Their leave-in conditioner is magic. But for some reason, I didn't jam with their like gel and stuff like that. So I like curly hair girls have to do like a mission. So I went on a mission, and I finally came back. I was doing like herbal essences mousse. This is probably too much information. Anyway, too much.
It's hair talk.
You're like,
it's
aisle 4
I
at
was
CVS.
just like, you actually did.
I was like bated breath. I'm like, no, tell me. I love a journey with that.
Thank you for coming with me. I literally had my best friend. She's now my best friend, but I took this acting class when I was 21 years old, and this girl Nitika, we got paired up. She's super girly. I'm not that girly, and we'd go to do a scene in a park, and she goes, "Can I help you with your hair?" And I already didn't like her, and I was like, "This bitch."
That's very wicked. Yeah.
And
Popular,
then she did, and she's still my girliest friend. We still fight all the time, but she literally saved me. So you can thank her. So I went on this journey, blah blah blah. So I finally came back to Diva Curl maybe like 5 years ago, and I was like, "Oh, I think I really understand my hair now." So I have eczema. And I've been eczema free for almost 10 years because I cut stuff out of my diet. Ooh. And then maybe 8 months ago, I have really bad eczema, like on the under my hair, like the nape of my neck. And my sister sent me that article like 4 days ago, and I was like going to like cut out dairy, because sometimes dairy or like any kind of gluten can actually spark
inflame it.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I have been eating like shit. Maybe that's what it is. And they sent me that article, and I was like, these dicks gave me something, and now I have to stop using it. And I kind of hope it is them, so that I don't have to change my diet and I can keep eating like an idiot. But I saw it, and I was like. But I've heard several women say this.
And I'm going to say this, I'll put it out there, and like, this is what people are saying, so don't sue me. But yes, there are curl influencers out there, like, who are retracting their statements saying, I told everyone to use Diva Curl, and it's destroyed my hair over the years.
So this is what they think happened, though. They think the original Diva Curl was fine, but then they got bought out.
Okay.
And now, so they actually were saying if you had old Diva Curl, like, you know, I have like a big pump of it, so it like
Save
lasts.
it for the bomb shelter.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I buy stuff like, you know, you think it's gonna last you 3 years, but with like curly hair girls, you're just like, it's been a week and I'm done. But they're saying like old Diva Curl before they got bought out, probably fine, but whoever took over, you know how it is. They take over, they want to save money, they start putting in like
cut corners. It's like that Monat company too, where they were all like for curly haired women, and then everyone's like, my hair's falling out, and it gave me acne on my like forehead, so it doesn't really work out.
Yeah, so I'm sure there's like some kind of rat poison in it now, and we're all dying. I'm fine. They don't sponsor me. But
you're like, they will be after you win the lawsuit. Like,
But it is kind
of Liz Curl.
Yeah. Liz is out here making curly girls happy, but it is really upsetting because I think curly haired women. I mean, we have more choices than we used to, but it is like my journey could be even longer if I told you the full thing. But it takes us so long to find something for our exact hair. Nobody cuts our hair the right way. Nobody cares about us. So when I was in college, Bumble and Bumble does that thing where like you can get a free haircut.
Yeah.
So I go in for my free haircut, and she goes, "Oh, we don't do curly hair." I go, "Bitch, that's why we have nobody that can do curly hair. You have all these students, and you tell them half the teach them how to do."
Yeah.
I was so upset. I was like, "So you're just teaching them how to do one type of hair? That's not a hairstylist."
No, it's like when you're like little and like they only want to like teach you how to like write if you're right-handed. It's like that's like curly hair for the rest of your life though. That's not
I
fair.
have left-handed hair, and nobody cares. It's upsetting. But my favorite.
She is crying now.
My favorite. Thank you. Here, like tissues. Okay. My favorite hair story is, so my best friend has very thin blonde hair, very straight pointed.
We hate her already.
Yeah. So it was like down to her butt. She got in a car accident like freshman year of college. She was like, I don't. For some reason she was like, I can't live my life anymore, and she decided to cut all her hair off. And she was in upstate New York, so she literally just put in like, she'd been there for like 2 months. She goes, haircut place. She goes, it's a black salon, and they sit her down and they go, "We've never cut white girl hair before," and she goes, "Do you want to try?" And she's like, "Yes." So these black women come over, they all do it, and they're like, "What do you think?" And she's like, "I love it." She's like, we're clearly good at this now. Like, I was like, but it was like, that's kind of what you want, somebody to be like, "Hey, I'm not used to this, but if you trust me, I trust you." Bumble and Bubble is like, we're never gonna look at curly haired women of any stature ever. Like, it's just
crazy.
That's also, you're cutting off like half of your business, like potential people that could come in and give you money just to get like a subpar haircut.
Truly.
Yeah.
So I've been with my hairstylist for over 10 years. Because you get so much. That's why I think people are upset about Diva Curl. Once we like something, the loyalty is like, no, it's not only loyalty. Like, I've probably bought Diva Curl for like 15 women because you're just like, it's changed my life. So as soon as you ruin our hair, we're just like, never again.
Yeah.
I'll never trust again.
No, my friend was the one who turned me on to this whole thing. She's very serious about her. She has incredible curls. So it's like, she was like, "I know this sounds dramatic," and I was like, no,
you're like, hit me with it.
No, it is, and it smelled really good. And now I have to like, I don't know, go back to whatever weird stuff I was using.
Aisle 8. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah,
yeah.
You're
And I'll be honest, I have noticed that my hair has been thinning, and I thought like I was using like this biotin shampoo to kind of help it and stuff. And I don't know if it worked for like a week, but that's what the review said. They're like, it works for a week, and I was like, okay. But now like you do start to look back, and you're just like, yeah, maybe it was years and years of Diva Curl.
Could be. I know.
It's so upsetting.
No.
Now I have to start my journny over again. I'm in my 30s. I don't have time for this.
You're like, I don't have time. I'm going to Detroit and Paris. When am I supposed to find new fucking Diva Curl? Yeah.
So we started off with hair dish. Hit us with the celeb dish.
Some celeb dish. Well, the first dish we saw is that I saw walking in here at the coffee place downstairs, Lo Bosworth. Do you know her from Laguna Beach in the Hills?
Oh, that's exciting.
No one else. I mean, no one really knows her, I guess, because she was just there having coffee. I walked in full squeal, and then I literally was like, ah! Like I say, I have a Lo Bosworth scream because I loved her so much from the Hills. So I'm like, whenever like she like pops up somewhere like on a targeted ad on Instagram, I get so excited. But every barista,
you're the only person that gets excited by targeted ads.
You're going to Paris. I have a very sad life, Liz. I'm not going to Europe
Somebody
at all.
knows my algorithm, and I just love that Instagram looks.
No, I like have watched Leah Michelle make HelloFresh videos. Like, she's great at quesadillas. I don't know if she can help you with her carols, but yeah.
I have to say, so we're very opposite. And I don't mean that in any negative sense.
That's why I paired you.
I love it. Yeah.
But I love to meet somebody that's like, this is my life. This is amazing, and I'm just like, I could care so little about people with no talent.
That's my thing.
That made no effort except to like look pretty or fuck somebody in the right place at the right time.
And that's my thing. I give them they're my only pedestal. I'm like because my brother like literally is a doctor. I'm like, who cares? Lo Bosworth cried for 5 years in high school. That's putting in work. That is med school to me. That is emotional.
What do you? Can I don't know if I'm allowed to.
No, please.
What do you
no
like
rules here.
about?
I thought you were gonna ask my weight, and I was like, cut it.
Bitch, I will fight you.
Yeah.
In stones, how much do you weigh? No. Okay.
I was like, kidney or not?
Yeah. So, what is your desire? Like, what do you get from watching? Is it the tragedy? Is the drama? Like it's a soap opera?
I love the drama of it. It's very fun, and it's kind of a nice. I feel like it's one of the few shows that you can like bird's eye view on, like where it's not like a show that's like scripted. You're like, oh my god, I have to watch next week, and like there's this whole storyline going on. At them, I love that it's just like either they're trying so much that makes it funny, or they're just so naturally insane. It's like eavesdropping on a brunch conversation, because I also love doing that.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but on TV with them like thinking that they are A-list stars.
Plus, there's always
is it the delusion?
It's the delusion. I love that. I love a delusion.
Delusion makes me angry, and I don't know if it's because I'm in this, so I see it, and I'm like, this is mental illness, and I have to work with these people, as opposed to you're watching mental illness far away.
True, yeah.
But I have to rely on some of these crazy people, and then you talk to these people where they're just like, I'm really close to getting Letterman, and you're like, Letterman's been off the air for years. I don't think you're going to get it, Brady. Like, the level of delusion that you have to deal with on a daily basis, it's exhausting. So I don't, to me, that pastime is like, it's triggering.
Oh, that makes, because it just like fuels because it makes me laugh so much in my head that I'm like, these people on reality TV, they all think they're like, I am Oprah. You know what I mean? They all have that. They're like,
I'm saving people's lives.
Because they come out, they're like, no, actually, like, high school was hard for me. And they're like, okay, so I guess I'm an activist now.
I weighed 110 pounds. And people were like, you need to lose weight. And you're like, I can't because of my bones, but I'm trying.
And that's a month-long story arc in a show.
Yeah. So I'm looking about shaving bones. It's a really rough surgery, and you never walk again.
You like a good fall from grace, too, I feel.
It's so good to watch them start out.
Your eyes light up like you're getting a Grammy.
I'm an awful person. I mean, honestly, should I sing right now? Did you ever? No, I love that because they start out I feel like so many of them get on reality TV not knowing what they either think they're like, oh, I got this, you know what I mean, type of thing. And then it's sort of like these producers are so smart. They're like, no, bitch.
Yeah.
You're like, that phone call you have of you like cheating on your husband, we taped and you're on a show, so it's getting aired out.
Yeah.
So it's fun to kind of watch them like crumble.
But this is the thing, is that what I don't like is that you watch people do horrible stuff. As somebody that was like raised to be a good person, and the longer I live, and maybe I was raised to be a good person, and the longer I live and the longer I'm in this business, it's work. It's work to be a nice person. It's work. Like, I even see it in my emails, because I used to be like, hi, how are you? Da-da-da. And now I'm just like, where is this? And then I have to go back and be like, hi, how are you?
Yeah.
You said
don't
you
forget
would
those
last
exclamation
week.
points.
Oh, I know. 800 exclamation points. Yeah.
But it's like like now, like before, like I feel like every day the world tries to make me bad.
Don't let them break you.
Don't let them.
And I'm not religious in any way. My parents just raised me to be a nice person. And so when I watch these shows where people do horrible things, they're cheating on spouses, they're literally like manipulating people, and you think, okay, well, their lives are ruined at least. And then they're now like on a talk show getting paid $3 million, and you're like, why do we let horrible people?
That's the insane part too.
Yeah,
like they just catastrophe up. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think the only one that I watched a little bit was the first Jersey Shore, because as somebody from
where are you from, Jersey?
Oh, Princeton area.
Oh my. Okay, West Windsor. I like that. I'm from Union County, but
I
love it. Okay,
we have some.
See, I knew that you guys were meant to be.
Yeah.
You guys thought you were so different, but Mama knows.
But I think there's a part of me that's like, I was taught that there's consequences to bad actions, and then you watch this and you're like, no, they just kept getting more famous and prettier somehow. You're like, how is this possible?
Wait, you guys, this is so exciting. I have a celebrity dish drop in. It's Ron Bennington calling from sea.
I was like, from space?
Gail?
Yes?
I just got a call from Mrs. Evelyn, and she said you have people over.
Oh, it's a dad phone call.
Didn't we have a deal? There wasn't going to be any parties.
Oh, we're just studying.
No. I made popcorn just to keep us going.
We're truly braiding hair.
Yeah, but like I told her, the aquatic, I don't even know math. I can't even.
Pythagorean.
Thank you. And triangles.
All right, well, let's keep it in the basement, okay? And, no smoking in the house.
We're just vaping. It smells like strawberries.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, kids. Be good. There's some frozen lasagna up there, too, if you want to heat it up.
Stop embarrassing me, Dad. We can take care of ourselves.
Stop it. I made HelloFresh.
Bring us souvenirs from the road.
Yeah, don't get sunburned.
Yeah, from the sea.
Yeah.
Bring us back.
Get us T-shirts.
Cockles.
Gail, make sure no one gets into my Van Halen album.
Yeah.
They're very expensive.
Strangely, they weren't interested at all.
All right, kids. Have fun.
All right. Bye. Oh my God, my dad's so embarrassing. Sorry, guys.
I immediately was like almost like a little kid. I was just like, I didn't do anything.
No, same. I was like, wait, what did I hit?
Honestly thought he was going to be like, what's this curl talk? Let's get to celebrity dish.
Yeah. I also think there's something about your dad calling you up like at any age where you're just like, what did I leave out?
What?
Yeah, yeah.
What did I do, Dad?
What did I do?
Because a phone call's also never a good thing.
Dad.
Yeah.
And I've always said the not yelling. So my mom was a yeller. My dad was I'm disappointed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's
because he
worse.
had the
Ooh.
pause beforehand, I was like, ooh, what did you do, Gail?
We're all bad.
He finds out that I'm in. He's like, who invited Liz? We've talked about this.
She has eczema on her scalp.
Yeah, but somebody gave it to me.
You're like, no, it was
Wash
Timmy.
those headphones. Gross, gross, gross. I told you, no gross girls.
No gross girls.
I think that's also what I'm jealous about is you look at these girls and they're just like perfect and you're just like, I'm like truly like my nails are all broken.
I don't find the Kardashians relatable.
No, I can't imagine why.
I wonder why.
I'll return the Skims I just got you.
But it is this like it's funny. So I have a joke that's kind of going viral right now online, and it's called "No dude cares about your eyelash extensions, like or your eyes." And I basically say like I was on a shoot. These girls had it. I thought it was really pretty. I asked them how much it was, thinking it's $30. Yeah. She goes, "It's $400," and I was like, "I'll just learn to love myself." And so it's so funny. So I get a slew of people that are like, yes. And then I start getting like a slew of women that are like, don't put down women. This is, they could do. And I was like, in no way am I putting down women. In no, dude, if you want to have fucking the biggest eyelashes and heels and wear every.
Be a Bug's Life, yeah.
Go do it. Truly.
Like, truly, go off, yeah.
But I think if that's what you, but I'm sticking up for the women that want to look pretty but are broke and lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like this hair, you compliment my hair. I haven't washed it in 3 days.
That's why it looks good.
So you know what I mean. I love to recycle, and as somebody like even I wore this yesterday. You know, like I wear
my leggings are so ripped. There's a crotch rip. Yeah,
but like I wear clothes. I wear clothes for 2 hours a night. So if I look nice, I just keep wearing it every day, and then I tell people don't take a picture. I have to wear that tomorrow.
So you just grudge yourself. Yeah, that's all blurry.
So like when someone says I look pretty, I've made maybe depending on the day, like today I put makeup on, but like some days it's like a 10% effort and you go, oh, I did it and I didn't even have to do anything. And I like that. But if somebody did 4 hours, by all means do that. But I'm busy.
That's and you'd rather spend your time and money doing things besides that.
Yeah, of course. Also, I hate taking it off. That's really what it is. I hate taking off makeup.
By the way, my most favorite thing is the I'm not wearing makeup makeover.
Oh
like
my
really
God.
big. That I'm just like, oh cool. Like I can do 10 steps to look like a normal natural person.
But that happened to me. So I went to get like professional pictures done, and he's now like my favorite makeup artist, Ernest Robinson. He's lovely.
They're gonna be like Hemingway.
Yeah, Ernest Hemingway. You know, great books.
Good with
but
his
you
hands,
should see his contouring. So the first time I met Ernest, I go, hey, because I have to now tell people when I'm on TV now, like, hey, I'm not winning any awards. I want to look like just natural, but like I showered, like you know. So I told him I was like, "Hey, can we go natural?" And so 2 hours later, I'm like, "Are we almost done, Ernest?" Like you're starting to make me feel bad about myself. Where I'm
trying to make you look normal.
Yeah, and you're just like,
Well, that's that hard thing too. Where like when you're like on TV and stuff like that with like cameras, like you feel like because everyone is so done up, if you're not matching that, then you inherently don't look normal.
Can I tell you what the equivalent of that is if you're in a wedding party and like you have to get the professional makeup and then you go see your friends who aren't in the wedding party and they're like, wow, you look great. And you're like, I'm wearing a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
You're like,
you're a private dancer, Tina Turner, Dutch bucks for dollars.
You have to tell them like in pictures I look normal.
Yeah.
In person I look like I could peel this off my face.
I know, and that was the thing that was really weird. Is like in the photographs, like I was like, oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was worth the experience.
Yeah.
But like looking in the mirror, I was like, I look crazy.
Oh yeah.
I look nuts.
Funhouse.
And like also it was like an outdoor summer wedding. It was just like a very thick band.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just I just felt like I was wearing a mask.
It was caked up. Yeah.
The worst though is that like literally like you'll just like okay you just tap it because like there's something on your face and you're like my whole face came off and then you look in the mirror you're like oh there's still stuff on my face but the rest of my face is still on this nap. It's like insane.
You feel like Mulan reflection. Who's
Truly,
that girl I see? Yeah, it's only there. Yeah,
it's a lot. But yeah, I guess there's a part of me that just doesn't relate. Because every girl like wants to look nice, but it's the level of effort and time and money that you want to put into it. I do my
Okay,
eyebrows.
We can't be perfect as you.
That's my
are.
thing.
Naturally.
I'm just sorry. I'm just gorgeous. What I'm saying is I'm gorgeous.
You're like, guys, just be naturally gorgeous, okay? It's
Like
actually
me.
easy. Yeah.
But like, so I have one eyebrow. And I pay $7 every 2 weeks for someone to make it 2 eyebrows, and it's affordable. I always feel
Honey, that's a
pretty
Dunkachino.
afterwards.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Like I tip her $2, not $1 too, because I'm like, thank you for making me.
For each eyebrow, yeah, that's your shit. That's what my mom taught me.
But like everything else is so expensive, so the eyebrow thing is like I can afford it. I feel like transforms my face, and that's what I do for myself. But when people start being like $400 lashes, you're just like, and then people are like, we can get the cheap ones. I was like, yeah, but then I have to learn how to do it, and knowing me, I'm gonna like put it in the wrong place.
Well, also the cheap ones, like that's how you get shit infected too.
Yeah,
when you're
of
like,
course.
it's one of those things. Like it's not. One
I'm
of those...
a moron. Like nobody's taking that into account.
And nothing's worse than like a half-on eyelash.
Yeah,
You're like,
because then you're
hey,
just like across the bar winking at everybody.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah.
And I will say this about the fake eyelashes: they look incredible on camera. Like they really do.
so
Yeah.
cool.
In person, you look like you have spiders taped to your face.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the same thing.
It looks amazing
That
on
time,
camera. In person, it's
I had
scary.
to get like wedding makeup. I said, oh, should I get the fake eyelashes or not? And they're like, you need it to complete the look. It'll look
Yeah.
crazy. But then like on, they are nuts.
They're
You
heavy
look-
too.
so-
Like truly, like I know the ones that are really good and expensive, but I'm talking about the ones that like everybody could do. They're to the point where every time I blinked, I was like, "Is this? Am I a child
You're
again?"
lifting weights. You're like,
Oh,
okay.
seriously, I was like, I already have big eyes, and I was like, this is how my eyes get bigger. Like they're just like I'm literally.
I had to be really conscious of keeping my eyes really open because if you let them get heavy, you just look drunker than you are. So you're like, oh, I'm not.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
only had one drink.
And like
Yeah,
your
Yeah,
mask
sorry.
is half off. It's just like an eyelash. You're like, no guys, I'm good. I just got my makeup done.
I told them that I haven't been working out my eyes, but they didn't listen. So I'm just not. I haven't built up the
Can I have
strength
the
and
2
endurance.
pounders? Yeah.
I told them to get me the pink weights and eyelash extensions, not the heavy weights.
Well,
but
that's one thing because I don't know if we align on this. Do you like workout classes?
so I.
And in a way, you don't have to go because I know that is a weird question to ask.
No,
but
no,
you know
no,
what I mean?
no, no,
I'm like,
no,
hey,
no.
Liz. Yeah.
You're like
you bought her a Peloton bike.
I see some problem areas, and I wanted to alert you. If you're not going to wear makeup, there are some things you can fix. No, I was a runner for years. I still run. I started and I used to hate classes mostly because I'm like dyslexic and I'm just kind of slow. Like if you give me a direction, I'll get there just behind everyone else. Like my little sister's also dyslexic. She started taking Zumba, and I started laughing, and she goes, "So you know what happened?" I was everybody's going left, and you're going right. Everybody hears directions. I'll give you 3 things to do, and we're still calculating the first thing. Anyway, I was anti-classes, and then everyone in my family got into CrossFit, and we're all, like I was a gymnast when I was younger. I like muscles, and I've been doing CrossFit for a year. So I do CrossFit classes, but they're
You're
you know.
badass.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Because I was going to say people dress up so much in there. And you know who likes to
yeah.
dress up a lot? Celebrities.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get into this one. I usually wait to start, but we're doing What's Love Got to Do with It?
Okay, I'm ready.
What's love got to do with it?
So I feel most celebrities, like, they believe in their own form of love, you know? They try to make it happen. Love exists. But Pamela Anderson had some issues.
Yeah.
So do we remember how she got married, like, last week?
Yeah.
They are now divorced.
And this is, by the way, this is marriage 5.
I was going to say,
Marriage five.
yeah.
Once, twice, 3, 4 times a lady. Yeah.
Wow. So how long? Do you know how long they dated before?
Well, the weird thing is, I think that they were old
friends.
Friends. They dated years ago.
Because he was like in love with her forever, but could never
Then,
lock her down.
I think 4 marriages later, they were like, let's rekindle this.
You want to know what it was? 4 marriages and $200,000 of debt. He paid off her debt. She left him.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait, that's the whole thing?
Yeah, he paid off. They get married. He pays off all of her debt, buys her a new wardrobe, and then they decide.
Oh, come on. Wait a year.
know.
Wait a
She was
year.
done.
I know.
It was done.
That's that level of using somebody is like truly
Which
impressive.
is weird for me, like, to hear that about her because she's such a good person.
Right, you know what I mean? Like, no, because
so strange.
Because she told me that it's what inside that counts. That's what I. Yeah.
That's like, to me, like, first of all, I would never do that. But if I would, that's a year commitment. Like, that's at least
you
a year
invest.
To
commitment.
me, like, I feel like that's a long con. Like, I
Yeah.
kind of feel like be a lady and
Right.
just do it for life. Like most
And
women have to suck it up.
Who is this guy?
That's John
I'm-
Peters.
I
Yeah.
think the friendship's over. I'm not a Dr.
No.
Phil, but I'm just gonna put that out
He
there.
says they're still friends.
Yeah, no,
He'll always love
he
her.
thinks they're close because he publishes text messages, which is like kind of weird, and he was like XOJP. So he's this producer. He produced A Star Is Born 2018, Gaga Cooper, and he also did the Spider-Man one, like the Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
but he's the producer that they like don't put on anymore because he's had a
Superman.
few.
He owns the
Superman.
he owns the rights to Superman.
Yeah,
Right.
And he has a few harassment allegations against him.
Oh,
So
sadness. I feel bad for both of them.
I know.
Oh,
This is like a
such a tragedy.
But at least they're, and especially it's hard around Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah. I hate when my 5th divorce happens in February. Everybody knows. You're just like, come on, do it in March.
You walk into Walgreens, you're like, I can't see the chocolate heart.
Also, did she change her face? Because
I mean, I think
that
it's
wasn't
been
her
a revolving,
Yeah.
But,
you know,
like, her-
evolving and revolving situation.
Because like I get that she's older and but like usually like it's just like a sucked back version, but it literally looks like a different face. Like I didn't even recognize
I feel like
her.
because it's kind of like, you know how there's like year of the dog, year of the cat. Like she has that with her face. She's like the year of this face, the year of that face. It kind of like changes every year.
She
Like,
does
I
change
didn't-
it up a lot.
Like you had to tell me that. Like I would not have guessed that was Pamela Anderson.
Right? Because she looks, I mean, she looks good.
I'm not saying she doesn't
Yeah.
look good.
She looks
does-
like
that
someone
doesn't-
else.
Like
yeah,
someone
she
else, yeah.
does. That's not her face anymore. There's a couple of different people where you're just like, oh, you traded in for a new face.
True,
Like
yeah.
most people are just like, I want my old face where it's just younger, and she was like, no, let's upgrade.
Let's go all in.
Is that? I think that was what the $200,000 was.
A
She's
little
like,
bit for that.
new face. Like everybody else is like, I'm gonna get eyelash extensions. She's like, I'm gonna get my face.
She's like, I'm not gonna have
Natural
eyelashes.
hair
Yeah.
It's the like the Kendall Jenner situation,
Oh,
where that's literally two different humans.
Two different
crazy.
Like
subhumans, yeah.
I think that's to me one of like the most dramatic. Where you
I don't-
like, a
yeah.
Oh, wait,
before and
yeah,
after.
Kylie, too. Yeah,
Or Kylie,
Kylie's
that's
the big
who I
one,
meant.
yeah.
Kendall's just like
Kendall's the
natural
one I would
beauty.
call natural beauty for a Kardashian.
But
Kylie is truly,
Right.
it's
Right.
sunrise, sunset.
Oh my
it's like,
God.
honestly, that's Fiddler on the Roof for me. Like,
Oh, she
true.
really does have a
like,
new
is that the
face.
little girl I carried?
Right.
But little girl, it's not even little girl. Like it's like
no, yeah,
lady,
like if you go to
lady.
the other one on the far left where they're like the same, farther down, like where it says like 2014 and then
Wow.
2015.
She
It was
just
like
changed her
Like,
face.
the
Yeah.
eyes look different. Everything is different.
her jawline.
Chin.
Yeah. Nose, I mean, lips are far dramatic, but it just looks like a different person.
That was baby fat, though.
Yeah.
yeah,
She said.
Well, that's, I will say, the Kardashians make very cute kids.
Yeah, they have
yeah.
a couple cute ones.
I just
You love them?
no. I just
Lilac them?
How do you do that to yourself and then go around and try to tell people like how do you raise kids and be like you're good enough? Like you literally are like
Right.
they're
Well,
taking
you're
in
like-
the fact that you never cared about yourself and you never liked yourself, and then you make kids, and even if you never say anything mean, you just accept them and love them. They forever have the message that you didn't think you were good enough, and so they're forever going to think they're not good enough.
Right.
Like
and
you
then
don't
they're
even have
like
to say
born with
anything.
those natural looks that you once had.
Yeah. So like, how are they ever going to be like?
They're like,
well,
you're,
It's
it
Chloe
works
problem.
on you.
Yeah. No, you.
It's like when somebody gives you a dress and you're like, it always made me look frumpy, but you look fine in it.
No, oh my God, you're like,
liar.
yeah, Little House on the Prairie is your style. Live.
I think moo-moos are for you.
By the way,
Moomoo's for you. It's my new line. I'm actually doing it in Paris Fashion Week. I'll see you there.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you
But
for inviting me.
this is my favorite backhanded compliment. Once it wasn't a compliment; it was just backhanded. I don't even know why I said that. But it was like a guy who's now clearly like one of my like closest friends. But at the time, I was like, I don't
God,
know
you're
if
gonna
we
get
can ever
married
be
someday.
friends. No, because he's gay. I mean, that'd be my
It could
dream.
still- it could still happen.
He goes. He was just like, "Oh my God, I love you so much, and you're so funny." And I normally like really don't like short people. I've never heard anyone say that out loud.
Those are so
That's, like,
many
not a
different.
look thing.
Yeah, they like all came together. It's
he's
like, you're
like,
so
no,
lucky you're
no.
funny because usually I look over you.
Yeah. And it was just like,
He's like,
oh,
I wanted to
wait.
step you out.
You
but,
don't?
Yeah.
And he was just like, yeah, I just don't like their personalities. But you're like really funny. And I was like, what? What do you mean?
Because like, how do
But he
you
was
what do you
like-
respond to that? Like, they ink it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he just feels like they're like just angry little munchkin
They're,
people.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
an angry little munchkin
too,
person,
yeah.
but I was having difficulty connecting with people, and I was like, let's take down the anger, let's bring up the humor, and I also
Yeah.
feel like I'm one of the short people.
so
people
maybe,
like.
yeah, maybe he would like you.
And
But
you know
maybe
who
he
else
could have
has
two
trouble connecting people? The Lohan family. Do we love the Lohans? Do we? Are you a
Nobody
Lohan
does a
fan?
tie-in better than
You're-
Cashmere.
you're-
It's like
Oh,
he's.
I can tie
love-
laces and segues.
I
Yeah,
love
it's
what's
just me on a
happening.
segue with what's that guy? Oh, Hugh Jackman's wife. She loves a segue.
Yeah.
Deb. Yeah.
But they're so funny to me because we're like over here being real people, and you're like not famous. Can we
I know.
focus?
I'm like-
Can we focus? There are people that make more money than us yet work less,
It's
and
like
we need
you
to talk
don't
about them.
care that Michael Lohan exists. Don't you know he's famous for drugging out his daughters?
Is that Lindsay
Lindsay's.
Lohan's dad?
And Allie.
Who's Allie?
He's one of the worst people, by the way, Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah. He's trash.
Okay, well that explains a lot of Lindsay's choices.
I honestly think that, because also my thing is, like, they let her move across the country when she was 15 with millions of dollars and just shack up with like Raven and Aaron Carter. Like, how is that going to end well? Like, doesn't go well.
So what does he do? What did he do?
So he's done a lot. So now he's been arrested for getting physically abusive with his soon-to-be divorced second wife, Kate Major.
Okay.
So this all goes down in the Hamptons. He loves the Hamptons because they're a Long Island fam.
Royalty.
Okay. Yeah, they're kind of, they're Long Island princesses all throughout. Do you love the Hamptons? Do you go?
I don't think I've ever been.
You just looked. Okay, we'll go one day.
Okay,
We'll bail out Michael. So, but they've been fighting back and forth for 5 years. I like her jacket, but so they've been on and off fighting. They both have like trouble with like substances and anger issues. Obviously, they both have a lot going on. Kate has had some issues with a previous marriage. Michael with Dina. That's
she knows how to pick them.
Yeah, so they're kind of striking out left and right. So now he's getting arrested with this after he's been already restraining ordered on her.
Wow.
So it's not going on with him.
He also misappropriated 9/11 money too.
Oh,
He's a really
yeah.
bad person.
Oh.
Like, you know how businesses
That's
would
a
got
type.
after 9/11, like New York City businesses,
Sweetie, my type, yeah.
could like renovate their like storefronts. He like took a bunch of that and just pocketed it.
Yeah.
Oh, he sounds great.
Yeah.
No, he's a gem. Weird his daughters kind of had no guidance.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. But
I mean, that kind of makes me feel better when I look at like some of these like kind of childhood celebrities and you're like, what are you doing? Like everything was working out, and then you're like, oh, you weren't raised right.
Well, and also it's a thing,
and then you go in a toxic environment. Like you went toxic.
Because she was their cash cow. Like she would just send them money from LA, do movies, have no guidance. Like, we paid off the house. Go do drugs and drive if you want.
Wow.
You know?
I think there's like something happens in the shift of when the child is the money maker for the family, that it's always a recipe for disaster. I just don't think it often goes well.
Yeah, well, that kind of pressure, it forces you into adulthood. Besides the fact that your work, like the type of hours you work on set are insane. Even though they have like the cookies and milk wall or whatever.
But they can't eat the cookies because then everyone's going to call them fat.
Yeah,
Judy Garland.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you have these absurd pressures of just Hollywood. Then you have these absurd pressures of an adult, but you're a child. On top of the fact that you're still probably, in your dressing room pretending to do schoolwork. Like there's all that stuff. But then if you come from a toxic home, like I can't, that's the one thing that I do have a lot of empathy for is like young people getting thrown into an already toxic situation where it's just like nobody's prepared you for that, and all these people are ignoring that this is toxic.
Because no one wants to change the vibe. Like, oh, there's a 17-year-old here. Let's course correct. They're like, all right, welcome to the fun time.
Yeah,
You're doing it. I know. And are you a fan of the Royals? We'll get into it.
You're cute. You're cute.
Are you a fan of this song?
I do like this song.
All right, see,
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
No, I've heard of music.
You're like, so what is the radio? You're like, I know Detroit and Paris. So Prince Harry, do you know about Megxit?
Yeah, I do know about that. They decided to grow up in their 30s.
Yes, they thanked you next. Yeah,
you're great.
Yeah, it's called being a hero.
Yeah, sorry. Everybody else gets
I have a
kicked out
very
at 18.
American perspective of it, where I'm like, I'm really happy for them. I'm so glad. But then, of course, like the British people are furious.
Yeah.
Why are they furious? They were paying for their lifestyle, and now they're not. If
They hate
anything,
them now.
I don't know why.
Why would you hate them? They're becoming big. They're becoming. This is my friend. It's Herc Kondabola's joke where he literally says that the queen is actually the only welfare queen. But you know what I mean? They don't pay for anything, and here these are two people paying for their they're being real adults. And what is this? What is the waving doing? What are them talking about? They had a sad day, like
uniting a nation.
Yeah, nobody.
It's so strange that people felt that way. Like, immediately some of the response was just like, well, then you need to pay them back for that wedding. You had that wedding that was all on our.
You had a castle.
They're
The
gone.
renovation,
They're going.
Yeah.
They're going. They're gone. Let them be. They love each other. They want to raise their kid in a private mansion
In Canada.
Do it.
Who doesn't want to live in Canada in a mansion?
I think it's the healthiest thing they've probably done.
Yeah.
I know.
I cannot imagine, because like I remember reading an article. I have my moments where it was like
you have an Us Weekly in Hudson News.
Yeah,
I feel
no,
you.
you know,
we're all human. We're all human.
You're in the doctor's office. office. They're running a half hour late.
You're like, there's Eskimo.
You're like, I
on
could
your back. Yeah.
exactly. I could either look at my phone again and there's nothing there, or I could read trash. And so it was basically saying like they have to dress a certain way. They can't, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they have to. Everything's regulated. She couldn't talk about feminism. Like Meghan Markle like talked about women's rights, and all of a sudden she's put in this box. I would run away too. I mean, I think she was a little delusional, or this was always her plan. But like But like, there's no way that the strong woman that she was, you know, you like the fairy tale for 10 minutes and then you're like, oh, cool, now I can't dress the way I want to dress and I can't talk about the views I have, and I have to be belittled because I'm a woman of color.
Can't, like, touch other humans, and like you have to live in public. Like,
and just like wave, and like after you give birth, go out and like say hi to everybody. And it's a thing where like no one is trained for that in the States, but like Kate Middleton, she went to school with that plan in motion, so she kind of knew what she was getting into.
I mean, that was one of those things where they were like, "Oh, she comes from these like humble upbringings," and you're like, "Well, not really." I mean, like, she's not a royal, but like
she went to the same schools as the royals, and I assume that,
she was a better fit. I feel for them, and they were never going to be nice to Meghan.
No.
They were never going to be cool with it.
Also, what were they gonna do? They already have the royal, you know what I mean? Like, he's no offense, but he's the second royal person. Nobody ever in the history of the world cared about the second royal person unless they started murdering down.
Right.
And he's like seventh to the line or something like that.
So he's basically saying, I'm never gonna be the head honcho. I might as well start a tech startup that's not gonna work.
And that's what he's doing. So now he's like,
that we all have.
That's what every rich kid does. They're like, no, I had this idea for an app that nobody wants.
They're gonna disrupt it.
It's gonna be crazy.
So he's working with Goldman Sachs now because, you know, he's of the people now.
Of course. He's really gonna change lives.
So he's like getting paid like millions of dollars to go and do talks with them and stuff like that to like support like culture, but who knows what that entails. But people are now kind
Harry,
of like,
we were all rooting for you. What are you doing?
Selling out the banks
He
immediately.
had to get a job. Shut up, guys.
It's a thing.
He
Like,
got a job.
Meghan should learn, because Meghan, like, not being royal, she's going to like women's shelters and groups and stuff like that.
I thought you were gonna say she works at the Gap now and she's doing her part.
She's manager though.
She's at Bumble and Bumble.
You should see her fold a shirt. It is magic.
But so she's doing all these things that she loved doing before, kind of being like, okay, I have this platform, let's help people out. And Harry's kind of like, I'll get some money though.
Right.
But that's great. I'd rather one person in the couplehood. And she did. She, before this whole thing, she was talking about feminism and all this stuff, and she was like, to me, I think everything that they're doing makes them better people than anything in the royal family, where you're just, what is the waving? And then like what they would like I remember they talked about like mental health, and that was like a huge thing for England because truly, as somebody that tours over there, you mentioned you go to a therapist and they're like, it's so brave for you to tell people you're broken, and you're like, fuck you guys, you're broken.
You're like, you all start drinking at 2 p.m. and don't stop until
when that guy came with like the guy that was like stabbing people on the bridge or whatever, and there's people running with pints in their hands, like, you're just like, you're a meme because you guys, even in danger, don't put down your beverages.
I mean, that is from Jersey too.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, that's DJ's.
You're like, I can kick and hold a 40. I don't know. I think to shame them for going out on their own when everyone, especially, is like, pay your bills, get your shit together.
She won me over when she did that, when she was doing that interview, and the interviewer asked her, like, wow, this really seems like it's a lot on you. And like her face, and she was just like, no one has ever asked me, but this is like really, really hard. And he was like, are you doing okay? And she's just like, no. Like, it was so sad.
When was this?
This was like months ago. So like way before they announced that they were leaving. But it was like heartbreaking.
But
you have to think about what happened to his mother, and that he has that history of knowing how toxic being in the limelight could be, and then he's
protecting his wife.
Yeah, because that's the fact.
He sounds like a great husband, and everybody's shitting on him. It's just like, I think she goes, hey, I'm unhappy, and people are treating me like shit, and he goes, I would never want that for you.
Right?
What a good husband. And then everybody in the world is like, boo, boo. You have to continue to do nothing.
Yeah. You're like,
boo.
God save the Queen. Yeah.
When did they become Southern?
I don't
love
know.
that.
You know, I was abroad there, but I was one of the people always with a Pim's cup, so I have no clue. I would always be like, I can speak English, and they're like, can you? But interestingly enough, they're going to have to be reunited with them later on this month because don't you guys know it's Commonwealth Service Day soon?
What does that
I
mean?
did not. Did they still have to participate?
They have to, and because the Queen is demanding them to show up. Mainly, she's saying it's because she wants to see Archie, which I feel like I feel like they're going to take the baby. I don't know.
She sounds like the worst grandmother.
There was like that moment when they initially announced, and then they had to like go back to like do some like loose ends with them, and they left the baby in Canada, and I was like, ooh, they were afraid that they were gonna scoop that baby. They were like, you can leave, but the baby,
it's very like Cinder, like Maleficent, because it's one of those things.
He's gonna come out with a book in 10 years when she dies about like the evil grandma that like manipulated that one. Like they'll be like, yes, her hat matches her dress, but do you know about the people she's killed? Like she's clearly
the amount of skeletons in that closet.
It has to be.
And also, I love that it kind of went around the same time that they were defending. Was it Prince Andrew with all the Epstein stuff coming about too?
Right.
Just kind of like, we don't want to be associated with any of this at all. And like, this is who we're supporting and standing behind.
Yeah, she's like feeding the homeless, and they're just like, "Yeah, bullshit. This is bullshit." And you're like, "This guy is literally fucking teenagers."
Okay, so I feel like I can strike some of your youth or like your what is it called, nostalgia?
Okay.
With Jessica Simpson.
Dude, I'm okay. You say and I'll say.
So we have to go to a public affair with her. Liz is terrified of this.
It's one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life.
Don't you remember Maria Menounos in the music video?
No.
Maria Menounos was one of the like women who skated with her. That made an impression on me. So
you just mentioned like 9 names that I was like, could care less.
I check on Maria Menounos daily. And Ava Longoria too.
Oh wow.
And Christina Applegate. I'm sorry.
This is crazy.
Emmy snub. Wait, you have a story with her?
No. So this is like the girliest I'll get.
Oh.
I was doing a club in Maryland, and the waitress was wearing these like crazy cool fishnet stockings, and I loved them. They were like beautiful and very intricate. And I was like, oh my god, I love those. She's like Jessica Simpson. So then I go to the green room. Within 10 minutes, I find it on eBay for $10. Order it before I go on stage. So within 10 minutes, I have them. When I get home 2 days later, they're in the mail. I wore them for my first comedy special. They're very well made. I bought them
fun fact.
like literally 8 years ago, and that's why I like Jessica Simpson. Is whoever made her stuff, they made some really high end fishnet stockings.
I love that.
I'll show you a
And
picture
for a
later.
fishnet to last, that's not
That's
easy.
real. It's real.
I'm
It's
pretty
very
sure
intricate.
she has like the most successful celebrity clothing line.
She did. I really liked it, and it made me look at her other stuff. And then I hope she's doing great.
Well, she's having her own Super Bowl because she has this memoir out. It's a huge tell-all.
I feel like every story
ripping.
has been about this thing in the last week. She's kind of dominated the celeb
She's dominated
news.
everything.
Good for her.
Yeah.
And usually most people that I don't want to say it.
Don't say it.
That look like her don't write.
I mean,
let's
the book has her name in
right.
it. Yeah.
Does it say ghostwriter?
I mean, I haven't read the fine print because I want Jessica to have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure
She's doing her
I'm sure
victory lap.
Casper was involved with a little bit of it. Yeah. But so now she's in a little hot water with PETA. Because she likes to wear fur, and people were like at a book signing interview with her, and they just started interrupting, being like, "Jessica, we love you, but animals get electrocuted," and started like throwing stuff at the stage, and she was just like, "What?" Like it didn't click with her, but it was everyone's having this moment, so now she has to beef for security on this book tour and everything going down with that.
Yeah, they were like yelling things out like during her interview.
Yeah.
First of all, I was surprised they clocked that it was real fur because I see pink. I just assume like
I
it's
assume
faux
everything's
fur.
fake. Yeah.
I also my whole thing is there's no reason to wear real fur anymore. Truly, there's zero reason. It may be in the olden days they didn't know how to replicate, but now you can. There's no reason.
Can you buy vintage though? I mean,
I do think
I feel like that's
my
okay.
thought.
But I think if it's already out in the world,
Mm-hmm.
I think you can.
I agree.
But I think what's
about
hard is that it comes. I think it comes off very defensive to be like, no, it was my grandma's.
Right.
And then also it's like usually like a huge like chinchilla mink. You're like, no, it's from the 30s. Yeah.
Exactly. You're like this.
No, this animal's been dead for a long time.
No, this animal survived Prohibition and then died. Yeah.
This animal fought in World War II, and I want. Actually, there's a purple heart by its eye.
It's a purple heart next to the real heart. Yeah. That's why it was half off. Yeah.
But you know what? Don't take Jessica Jessica down for this. She's having
What
her
I think
moment.
is because didn't she talk about abuse or something? What was her big thing?
Was she? Yeah,
There's a lot.
Yeah, so there's every
lots to
chapter.
unpack.
There's a doozy. So she had one moment where a childhood friend of hers, when she was really young, they would have her friend would make out with her in the bed and stuff like that, and now she's kind of relieving that. All of her exes, Nick Lachey. You should read it because you have so many flights coming up. I'm not sponsored by it, but I sponsor for my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's So do you feel like you learned more about celebrities today?
I feel like you have turned her. I can tell. That
No,
you're,
I'll
like,
never.
all-
Don't say that.
Yeah, thank you.
I feel like I'll never use Diva Curl, and I feel like now you'll read a People mag here and there.
No, this is my thing, is that if it's thrown at me, I have opinions for everything.
I love it.
But I'm not going to partake.
Okay.
Like, I'll read a...
That's the Jersey in all of us.
Yeah,
That's-
I will...
I'll shout about something.
I can gossip with the best of them, but my choice is to read a book quietly and learn about real stuff.
Ooh.
I feel like I've made a perfect match between
Yeah,
you two.
no, I do. I actually do love
no, I'm
you.
coming to Paris. I love you. Yeah, no.
No, I have no hate in my heart.
You see me with a baguette and wine. I'm like, Liz!
I just rip a People magazine in front of him.
I want to hurt something that's precious. He's
cutting up my leggings.
I would never.
Liz Mealy is currently on tour. She's performing at the Bedford Playhouse in Bedford, New York tomorrow night. She's going to be in Atlanta, Baltimore, Lancaster, DC, Boston, Portland, Vancouver, Detroit, Brooklyn, and around the world as usual. LizMealy.com for tickets. And Kashmir's column, Did You Hear with Kashmir, every Wednesday on the iBang, and go hang out with him at Professor Tom's here in New York to watch The Bachelor every Monday night. That was this week's Dish, brought to you by Dish, tuned into you. To learn more, call 1-844-CALL-DISH or go to dish.com. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
I love you guys.
Love.
Bennington will be right back.
Faction Talk 103, it's the Bennington Show.
Hiring can be challenging. Codable co-founder Gretchen Hebner experienced just how challenging it can be after unsuccessfully searching for a new game artist to grow with her educational tech company. Then she switched to ZipRecruiter and saw an immediate difference because ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. By using ZipRecruiter's screening questions to filter candidates, Gretchen found it easier to focus on the best ones. Then find the right one. After posting her job on ZipRecruiter, Gretchen said she was surprised to find qualified candidates so quickly and hired a new game artist in less than 2 weeks. With results like that, it's no wonder 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See why ZipRecruiter is effective for businesses of all sizes. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/Bennington. That's ZipRecruiter.com/Bennington, BENNINGTON, Bennington. ZipRecruiter.com/Bennington, the smartest way to hire.
Faction Talk 103, it's the Bennington Show.
I'm very excited to share this with Liz Mealy because I feel like this is going to be right up her alley. Have you heard about company making stylish shoes for women and girls out of recycled plastic water bottles?
I'm ready.
This is seriously for you. They have over 1,000 nearly perfect reviews, unlike another company that we talked about. We won't mention it. And they're stylish, sustainable, comfortable, and washable. They're perfect everyday shoes. They come in ever-changing array of colors, prints, patterns, and styles. Plus, they always come with free shipping, free returns, and exchanges. Now, listen to this, Liz. This is crazy.
I'm ready.
Repurposed plastic water bottles. They have already diverted 35 million water bottles from landfills already to make these awesome shoes. I feel like this is like for a lady like you.
Oh my
Like,
God, they're
you're
shaving
in.
fish. They're making shoes.
Exactly. And you don't have to feel guilty about it. Plus, they're fully machine washable. Every time they need a refresh, simply toss them in the washing machine. Rothy's prioritizes sustainability in every step of the way. They ship directly in the shoebox, so there's no unnecessary packaging. They're feel-good flats in more ways than one. Check out all the amazing styles right now at rothys.com/Bennington. rothys.com/Bennington to get your new favorite flats. Comfort, style, sustainability. Head over to rothys.com/Bennington today.
Faction Talk 103. It's the Bennington Show.
It's Faction Talk.
Here's the big question. Does relish go on anything but a hot dog?
Night asses, wings. These are things we talk about. Music. We know what a star is.
Well, you're looking at one.
Will I get knocked out by Chuck Liddell to be the future of old radio? Yep. Blow everybody's mind. Like, whoa, they do it live?
There's too many LOLs.
You know what? That's a great point.
Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. The Jason Ellis Show. Covino and Rich. Bennington. Faction Talk. Live, uncensored, and on demand with the SiriusXM app.
That is the sound of a good time right there.
The NBA's best take over the Windy City for All-Star Weekend.
LeBron almost tore the rim off!
And NBA Radio will be there to provide you with exclusive interviews.
Joining us right now, the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The Slam Dunk Contest.
He threw it down for the Stars!
The three-point competition.
Money ball, good for 26 points!
And the 69th Annual All-Star Game as Team LeBron takes on Team Giannis. Coverage begins Thursday on NBA Radio, Sirius 207, XM86.
You brought the nicknames, and Justin and Eddie teamed up to pick a favorite on NBA Today.
Abbott and Costello, the Clash Brothers, Ebony and Ivory. But here's the one we're going with, the Match Made in Hell.
That's a good one. Clash Brothers is a good one.
Well, I like Match Made in Hell.
Of course you would.
Can we agree on anything? Abbott and Costello, which one are you?
Abbott and Costello? I'm Abbott.
Why Abbott? I want to be Abbott.
Thankfully, one thing they do agree on is teaming up to bring you the best NBA talk weekdays on NBA Today. 4 p.m. Eastern on NBA Radio, Sirius 207, XM86.
It's FamousSmoke.com, the world's premier online cigar store, and we're celebrating our 80th anniversary. We've been serving up the cigar brands you love at the very lowest prices since 1939, and we're marking this milestone with an extra special deal. Spend just $80 or more. We'll instantly give you $20 cash back at checkout. Go to FamousSmoke.com, click the Activate button, and we'll give you $20 back at checkout just for ordering your favorite cigars. But it's more than cigar deals that made us famous these past 80 years. It's our guarantee that your cigars will arrive fast and fresh, and that's a promise from the owner.
My name is Arthur Zaretsky. I stand behind every product at Famous Smoke Shop and personally guarantee your satisfaction. I appreciate your business, and that's why I am not satisfied unless you are.
Get guaranteed fresh cigars and $20 cash back. Just click the Activate button, only at FamousSmoke.com. That's FamousSmoke.com.
Have you heard about this company making stylish shoes for women and girls out of recycled plastic water bottles? It's no surprise Rothy's has over 1,000 nearly perfect reviews. They're stylish, sustainable, comfortable, and washable. Rothy's are the perfect everyday shoe and come in an ever-changing array of colors, prints, patterns, and styles. Plus, Rothy's always comes with free shipping and free returns and exchanges. They're made from repurposed plastic water bottles. In fact, Rothy's has diverted over 35 million water bottles from landfills already. Plus, they're fully machine washable. Every time they need a refresh, simply toss them in the washing machine. Rothy's prioritizes sustainability every step of the way. They ship directly in the shoebox, so there's no unnecessary packaging. These are feel-good flats in more ways than one. Check out all the amazing styles available right now at rothys.com/Bennington. Go to rothys.com/Bennington to get your new favorite flats. Comfort, style, sustainability, these are the shoes you've been waiting for. Head to rothys.com/Bennington today.
It is a perfect Sunday afternoon here in Central Florida.
The Great American Race. You don't get a name like that by chance. No, that's something you earn. Because this isn't just another race. It's a run at history. The Daytona 500, Sunday at 2:30 Eastern on Fox.
We'll be right back. Faction Talk 103, The Bennington Show.
Rediscover classic rock's most colossal cuts, all on one SiriusXM channel. The biggest songs from classic rock's architects and its unsung heroes.
Don't you cry no more.
Hear them all in order. SiriusXM's Classic Rock Top 1000. Top 1000. Channel 30. Or listen on the SiriusXM app. Now included free for new subscribers.
Hi, I'm Greg Miner. As the founder of a small business, I know firsthand how difficult it can be to manage through cash flow problems. When I tried to borrow money, the banks wouldn't touch me and I got a lot of fast talk from loan brokers. That's why we founded Merchant Capital Source 10 years ago, to help small business owners like you get the funding you need without getting the runaround. We'll fund your business from $5,000 to $200,000, and because we're a direct lender, there's no middleman to cause delays or cost you money. If you've been in business for 6 months and have sales of at least $15,000 per month, we can approve you within hours and put cash in your account within 3 days. The process is fast and easy, and the best part is that no tax returns, financial statements, or business plans are necessary. Experience the Merchant Capital Source difference and get cash for your business today.
Apply online at mcscash.com or call 800-231-6191. That's 800-231-6191. 800-231-6191. Loans made or arranged pursuant to a California Finance Lender's Law license.
Newsflash. Good oral care habits keep you healthy. That means brushing your teeth for 2 minutes, twice a day, and flossing regularly no matter what brand you use. Quip makes things that make good habits simple, starting with an electric toothbrush, refillable floss, and anti-cavity toothpaste. Quip's electric brush has sensitive sonic vibrations with a built-in timer and 30-second pulses to guide a full and even clean. Their well-designed floss dispenser might make you actually want to floss, with pre-marked string to help you use just enough. Plus, Quip delivers a fresh brush head, floss, and toothpaste refills to your door every 3 months, with free shipping, so your routine is always right. Join over 3 million healthy mouths and get Quip today, starting at $25. And if you go to getquip.com/factiontalk right now, you'll get your first refill absolutely free. That's your first refill free at getquip.com/factiontalk. Quip, the Good Habits Company.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-316-9862. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-316-9862. That's 800-316-9862. 800-316-9862. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
Bennington is back, and this is Faction Talk 103, The Bennington Show.
Loose. It's my book about Canada. No matter where you are, I think you should read it. Parking the Moose. My grandpa was from Canada, so I decided to uncover my incredible Canadian roots. I traveled through Canada near and far. I ate more poutine than 10,000 rocket Richards. That's a lot of cheese curd. Parking the Moose. It's my book about Canada. It's a fascinating country. It's easy to see. I could have written 50 chapters on just Geddy Lee. Ontario. I even went to Regina. I still can't believe that they really pronounce it that way. Someone needs to tell them. Parking the Moose. It's my book about Canada. 37 million people, no, they can't be wrong. And if you don't believe me, ask Celine Dion. I bathe in Crown Royal, I finish every sip while eating Tim Hortons and rocking to the hip. In 2012, Canada ditched the penny. My favorite TV show is Letterkenny. The Montreal bagel is the food of the gods. I prefer my heavy metal in the form of voivod. Parking the Moose. Parking the Moose. Parking the Moose. Parking the Moose. Parking the Moose.
At some point in your life, you have to be like, do I like guys? No. welcome back to Bennington. Dave Hill's in studio.
Yay!
Hello.
So happy.
Dave's
Thank you for having
newest book, Parking the Moose, is available now wherever books are sold. He's performing at Wine Goddess in Evanston, Illinois, February 22nd, and he'll be at the Highland Inn and Ballroom Lounge in Atlanta, May 23rd. Go to DaveHillOnline.com for tickets and all of Dave's dates.
And immediately walked in and said, wow, this song again. Thanks, Chris.
Again and again.
I feel really
It
bad.
never
Sorry.
stops for him.
No. It's
You know
always,
this drives him crazy.
It's weird though when you hear, my vast body of work,
Yeah.
and you hear a song, you're like, that's familiar. I'm like, oh yeah,
You're
what
like,
is that?
I like it.
Well, it's also this song that I was telling you that I kind of intentionally. Usually I try to make a song too, and this one I tried to make that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I succeeded.
Right, and you explained that, and then actually that's why you're
That's
black.
what I'm doing.
Music.
Yeah, exactly.
Music and comedy both.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't help it.
Can't be stopped.
But I hope you're not bullied at that. I won't sleep
No, I don't think I've been bullied really in my
Yeah.
life. I've been lucky in that regard.
Yeah.
You know.
You've kind of been the bully.
No.
According to Twitter.
Oh, you're right. Well, yeah, there's some. I guess according to Twitter. Yeah, because I'm banned.
I think honestly
for mother
that's
jokes,
one of
to
the
be clear.
Yeah, they're just some light mother jokes that you were doing that.
Literally, like a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
would
and
make.
honestly, it's one of the greatest losses to me.
Yeah,
is your presence on Twitter.
I hear this a lot, but and I know, of course, I'm going to say this, but it's true. Being off Twitter I cannot recommend it strongly enough to anybody.
Really?
Yeah, and that's not sour grapes. It's freed up 2 hours of my day.
Yeah.
Easy. And it's like, I don't wake up and I'm still aware of the horrible state of the world.
Sure.
I keep tabs on it still, but I don't
you
wake
don't
up.
you could pick up a paper then and read it. Or
I
you
find
could,
out
tune into something rather than just have it being alerted
Right,
to
I
you
don't.
at
Yeah,
all
I don't go. I don't go on Twitter and look to see what's going on, and
Right.
I don't see what the trending topics are. I do weirdly. I can go on my account. I do have other accounts, by the way. But I don't really
Burner
use
accounts.
them. Burner
Nice.
accounts. Well,
Dave Hill is so funny.
I don't want to say. Yeah, I know. Like Dave didn't say that.
I, for
defend
one,
myself.
I, for one, would like him to have his account back.
Yeah, he was.
Why
am
am I using a fake
It's
voice?
a big loss. I was just no. But I can actually on my computer go. I'm still logged in to Twitter, and it's like being a ghost. Like I can't.
It's like a shadow banning. I think that's what they call it.
No, shadow banning, I think, is when you're still active, but they make it so people don't see what you're doing. But I can go, if someone @s me or whatever,
Right,
I
you can
see it
see
in
it.
my mentions.
But you can't speak
I can't
back.
I can't,
fucked up.
I can't can't do anything. I
That's
can't
like
do
in a
anything.
bad dream where you're being attacked, but then you can't throw a punch
move your arms.
properly.
Mhm.
So like somebody could @ you and say something, but then you're like,
Yeah. But it's also been I think it's been good because as much as I don't, if I can agree with, I think I was probably getting to unhealthy point of because ever since I was a kid, I would like agitating people. So and nothing is easier than agitating really anyone about anything now today.
Yeah, it's very easy.
So I just had this and also like being like when you're like a little kid and like the big kids are like, oh, that was great. And you just keep doing it. So like when I was,
it's what the people want.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you really like that? I'll keep doing it. So, with the thing that, I got banned from Twitter because I would just make mother jokes at people.
Yeah.
Who had different views than I did.
Right.
I'm just trying to be
a lot of times politically
motivated, yeah.
Different
I do think I'm maybe the only left-wing person ever to be banned from Twitter. I mean, because the first, I mean, if I can call me a liberal or whatever you want to call me, socialist,
snowflake,
commie, snowflake,
sure,
whatever, but you, because the first thing, if people don't know me and like they meet me and they're like, Dave got banned from Twitter, they're immediately go like, oh, he must be an insane, like far right nut job because that's who gets banned from Twitter. I'm like, no, I'm the opposite.
I'm the
opposite.
Exact opposite.
I'm just a sweet guy who likes everybody.
And by the way, you said mother jokes, but I recall just a couple father jokes in there too. Sometimes they would get involved.
Well, that would be my thing because, like, invariably, because as we also talked about during the break, I'm a man of style.
Yeah.
I mean, you just said you like my sweater, which I took to mean that I'm a stylish guy.
You are.
But because people would look at my photos and they're like, you obviously aren't into moms, you're into dudes. And then so I would be like, well, make no mistake, I also porked your dad, which gets them even madder.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
that's their father figure.
Yeah, because you're
sure.
porking their dad,
And when you say that you've had sex with someone's dad, it makes it true immediately. So that's,
it got enough people mad that they reported me, and I'm no longer on the platform.
Can you appeal it?
I've appealed it many times.
Twitter board?
You can appeal it, and I thought, oh, this isn't real. This is so stupid. 'Cause someone said this is when you get suspended or banned, they just say this is why. This is what you said.
Right.
And so
you have to look back at all the mom jokes that you made.
Well, so someone called me an idiot, and I said I'm not an idiot, but I am stupid for your mom's butthole. And let's be clear, I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
And I live independently.
Sure.
And but this is what I said, and that's like what a child would say, which was the joke. So that's what did it. And so I was like, well, there's no way that's really. There's no way. And so I appealed it like kind of like, hey, I'm a comedian. This is a mistake, right?
Right.
And a couple of days would go by and a form letter would come back. You are permanently suspended, removed from the platform, whatever, banned.
Was it because it was specific to the mom's butthole, you think? Was it the
butthole
that drove them over the edge?
I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to say. But so then so I appealed it multiple times just to see if they would let me back. And then now every once in a while I'll go and I'll just be like, hey, what if I promised to just be blatantly racist all the time? Like, can I? And it's an actual person because whenever I give like a sarcastic appeal, they write back in like 5 minutes and are like, you're banned. But whenever I'm like, hey, let's talk about this, it takes like a day or two, and they're obviously like asking someone else or something. I don't know.
I think what the interesting thing about what you would write to people is that it actually strangely was never aggressive. It was like almost this implication that you lovingly made love to their mothers.
Thank you.
Or fathers. So that's what I think that is strange about
Consensual.
it. Yeah, that you
They wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was consensual. We would get pizza after.
That's
the
nice.
dad
Really
would pay
sweet.
for it after filming us.
That's the thing people are into.
Yeah, it was totally good. Everyone, I never
porn.
portrayed a scenario where everyone wasn't having a good time.
Right. That would be
sweet.
horrible if you
Yeah,
had
that's
said,
what I thought.
I non-consensually was with your mother and she was unhappy about it.
Well, this is going back to my other accounts that I almost never use. Somebody who has my name, would people tweet at that person? Well, I don't know why I'm acting like this. He has the same name as me.
Right.
I'm like trying to protect his identity.
I don't want to say
Like,
who
I
it
don't
is,
want to
but he
say
has
his
the same-
name, but it's the same name that I have. And so, you know, even when I was on Twitter, they would write to him, and so someone wrote to him, and then so I saw this conversation in my feed, and it said like, oh well, he I guess what that's not that one, a different one. And
a different Dave Hill.
he's like, oh, he said that he fucked someone's mom to death. And that's when I used one of my fake accounts, and I was like, that is not what happened. Dave would never talk like that. He was having consensual sex with people's mothers and fathers. So I did. That's the only time I defended
So this
myself.
is the person that everyone was tweeting. This is the writer who has your same name.
Yeah. And he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
But I think this our rumor spread. So I was like,
Right.
let's stop this.
Hey,
I'm
This
not
is getting out of
saying
hand.
I'm not saying I took the high road. I'm
Right.
just saying I just want to say I didn't say that. I
Right.
said something else really stupid.
Necrophilia is what you're talking about.
Totally different.
It's a
Well,
crime.
the thing is, like, and this gives me hope. Is it's easy to fight on the internet, especially during these divisive times. But there was a woman who, I was going these back and forths, and I said something, I said, I had said sex with her mom, and then her dad came up, and I was like, yeah, your dad too. And then she's like, well, they both dead and cremated. And I said, I know I'm. Okay, I can say whatever on this.
Yes,
right?
you can say whatever.
I said, I know I'm up to my balls in both of them right now, and in their urns. And this woman wrote back. I feel like this isn't one of those episodes where like I just got turned on today. I'm not getting new fans on the show today.
I think you are.
So like, she wrote back. She's like, you know what? I don't agree with your politics at all, but I really like you. You're a smart ass. And this woman, I became friends with her, and it made me go like, and this before I got banned, because I think this was like the first time when I just got suspended, and then a few months later I got banned. But we ended up, as much as you can, being friends. She would just say, "Hey, how's it going?" And we had totally opposite views, and but I was like, oh,
It brought you together.
She me being an ass, complete
Right.
jack. She's like, you're such an idiot. I love you.
Yeah, who would say something so ridiculous?
Yeah, that was the worst thing about being banned is I was like, she's never gonna know what happened to
Right.
me. And
She's gonna have a guess.
I really like that lady.
Well, she could follow Dave
Yeah,
Hill.
she could have a guess.
On Instagram at Mr. Dave Hill.
Same though, is it? It's just not the same.
It's not the same. And for Instagram, you won't none of this content. All my Instagram.
You're not
is-
gonna be able to post pictures
My-
of balls deep.
No,
if
no.
you needed.
My Instagram's mostly my dog and stuff.
Right.
Me standing in front of buildings.
I've often thought about having I have a private Instagram
Ooh.
because I post a lot of pictures of my baby.
Yeah.
And my dog, but that's not necessarily private. But I have thought about having, two. But then I also don't trust myself of going back and forth between the two. Like I just don't
Oh
think.
yeah, you gotta talk.
Because I know a friend who has a business, and all the time she'll be doing things for her business, and then all of a sudden she's like doing one of those Instagram filters where it's like, which friend are you? And then she accidentally like puts it on her business account,
Mhm.
and then she's like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing.
She's lost a lot of business.
She was just like,
Yeah.
35 people already saw this in 5 minutes.
She's people canceled their surgeries. Oh man, yeah, I don't know.
You're a dog lover, huh?
I do love dogs. I don't
You
know
must
why
love dogs?
I don't know why I had to think about it. What's that?
Are you a must love dogs situation?
Like someone has to love? What does that mean?
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I've never seen the movie, but I reference that a lot.
Oh.
I say must love dogs.
This is a movie.
Must love dogs is a movie.
Is
yeah.
it a
It's
Jennifer
very,
Aniston vehicle or something?
I feel like it
Must love
is Cusack, John Cusack,
Okay.
and I don't know who the female love interest is,
So,
but it's a very 90s movie.
so
and I feel
someone
like-
has to love dogs for me
I think
to...
that's my assumption for you to be.
I think like if someone was like, I'll just
Diane
come
Lane,
out and
beautiful Diane Lane.
name my close personal friend, Todd Berry, I don't think really is that into dogs. And when he's been around my dog, does not seem that excited about it. And doesn't make me like him any less, but I think...
But could you be in a relationship with him? No, not.
No, but
that.
there's other issues. He's a man. No, but I'm like, what's wrong? I do think, like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Right.
Why wouldn't you like dogs? Maybe he just doesn't like my dog.
It could be. But I also, there's a thing that people have distrust in people. Like, dog people don't trust people who don't like dogs. It just feels weird. If you're dog obsessed.
I do have a little bit of that.
Yeah, where you're like, well, why can't you see what's good about, like, they're pure. They're pure.
They are. They're good times all the time. Like my dog, I'd probably be, I don't know, I don't want to say dead, but I'm like, we do stupid. I mean, she does stupid stuff all the time, and I join her for a couple hours of the day at least, and just really dumb. And she'll lick her butthole and like try to lick my face, and I'll just let it happen because I just love her so much.
Plus, you're white. This is something white people do. So.
Do they?
Yeah. This is okay.
Is this like okay? Continue.
You were afraid that I was gonna get too edgy with something.
No. My mind went to. Because I've heard that like some people don't like oral sex and stuff.
No, not that.
So I thought it was like a 10.
No.
That's it.
So I like how you said some people, but I understand what you were implying. Yeah. No.
Well,
that's
who's
not...
that DJ Khaled?
Yeah.
Khaled?
Yeah.
Who literally I know nothing about other than the fact that he does not do the engage in oral sex.
Right. No, exactly.
Or does not. He's only on the receiving end.
And we've had this conversation before, and Ron has made the statement that he feels like that black people used to not do this, and that they changed their minds.
Like now it's
now
90s.
it's okay.
I'd heard this
No, you think the
stereotype
90s
before.
Yes.
Late 90s.
But so it has nothing to do with
No,
that.
it has literally nothing to do with it.
But you're
it's just
saying
like
that
the black
people don't let their
Yes,
dog
I
lick
had
their butt and lick
friends
their
tell
face.
me that what is it with white people and letting their dog kiss them on the face and mouth? And I was like, what do you mean white people? I thought everybody did this, and they're like, absolutely not. And then I looked into it, and it's something
It's
that
like a
black folks
cultural thing?
are pretty disgusted
I've never
in white
heard this
people.
before.
It's like, because they're my, like, that's my best friend. Why wouldn't I let her kiss
Well,
me?
there is, I mean, like
mouth.
I'm allergic to cats. So, I would probably totally have cats if I weren't allergic. But then the thing with cat owners, they're always like, come over. And I'm like, well, I'm really allergic. And they're like, well, take some pills and come over.
Take
I'm
some
like,
Claritin.
I'm not taking some pills to come hang out with you.
Take a Xanax. Come hang
Yeah,
out
like
with the
we
cat.
could meet at a restaurant.
The cat is.
Yeah. But then when I think about it, I'm like, cats, when they do, like, they go in the litter box and then they climb all over your counter.
And they track the litter.
With their pee and poop feet.
It is kind of strange about cats. I'm a dog person. I'm not anti-cat. People
Me
think
neither.
they're like, but
I love them. I just can't be near them. I can be in a room. I just can't, like my eye is itching me just talking about it.
then it's psychological.
I think it's unreal. I think my eye was
But
just
also,
itching.
Chris is a cat person. He's probably covered in fur. Right?
I like cats. But if you really want to think about it, we're all covered in piss and shit, right?
All of us, yeah.
I mean, if you, it's the Middle Ages, basically.
Yeah.
Maybe not
anytime
quite,
it's
But
like
the
always
subway,
like,
yeah. It's just, there's just shit particles everywhere.
I never, because I'm not like a germaphobe type person.
Me
but
neither.
then when I had a baby, suddenly you become conscious of like, oh, you're touching something, and then you're gonna put your hand in your mouth, and that's really gross. And I take her on the subway every day, and then like
She's
every day
gonna
I'm
be-
just like, oh my god.
Yeah, but doesn't she have to get the
She does,
germs to
yeah.
be built up? Plus,
That's why
like,
some people don't do it.
also, you're going to lose some on the way. Not all kids are going to make it.
It's true.
You know?
The strong
God
survive.
forbid. Are you getting the get rid of this guy?
No,
look?
do you want to know what I literally just saw? It's about the coronavirus cruise.
Oh.
And Ron is on a cruise right now.
I know,
He's on the
I
Impractical
heard.
Jokers
Well,
cruise. So,
No one should ever go on a cruise, though, to be
I'm
honest.
not a cruise person.
I mean, I say this as someone who is at the same time jealous that I was not asked to go on the Impractical Jokers cruise. But
Understandable.
As in the way that I'm jealous of anything that I was not asked to do, whatever it is.
Doesn't matter.
Like every show that I pass walking to this
You
show,
hate it.
I'm like, oh, it's weird they haven't called me. Which is not, this is my favorite show, let me be clear.
Thank you.
All the
That's
other
really
shows
sweet.
are bullshit.
That's really sweet.
But I'm just saying, anything in life that I'm not asked
Right.
to do, I
think
get
that's
jealous.
healthy.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
every
very-
table you're at is the cool
it's
table.
complete. Yeah. But cruises, have you been on a cruise?
I've never been on a cruise because I just feel like I will be uncomfortable.
They're
Just as-
horrible. I mean, like, God forbid, not to make light of the coronavirus, but it would be definitely the most exciting thing happening on any cruise because those are so fucking boring. I don't know. I've been on 2 free cruises, and I paid greatly for going on both of them. They were.
What are
both
we talking
like-
about? Length of time.
They were both only like 4 days.
Yeah.
And they were both. And again, it was very nice that people were like, "Here, literally come aboard." But in both cases, I lost. I had like psychotic breaks both because I was like, "This is horrible."
Well, there's nothing to do, right? I mean,
There's drinking. That seems to be a thing that
black
people
out.
enjoy.
You can drink. The last one I was on, it was not. You couldn't even drink as much as you wanted, but because they just didn't. Anyway, that's long. I don't have to get into the minutia of it. But anyway, my point is, yeah, they're just like kind of being like at a shitty hotel at sea.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
You can't
that
leave.
you can't leave.
Yeah, you can't leave. And I'm told there are cruises where there's just young, beautiful women taking their tops off all the time, but that was not happening on either of the ones I went on. And the first one I went on going like, I'm not a Vegas guy, but the one time I went, I've been there many times, and finally, the last time I was there, I was like, why not, instead of resisting this, go hard?
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
just
smart, yeah.
be psyched.
Yeah.
And I had a really good time. And so I did the same thing with this cruise, and didn't work out.
It didn't.
No.
Well, I mean, here's the thing that I think would bother me most, and it's probably because I had this experience when I went to school in the city.
Where?
And we had I went to 2 schools. One was City Ag School, which is like kind of like a hippie dippy like art school, and then I went
Is that a high school or college?
It's a high school. And then I went to the Professional Performing Arts High School.
Is that the FAME school?
It's
Does everyone
Fame
ask you
School
that?
adjacent.
Mm.
Okay, so like here's the thing: the other school, which is LaGuardia,
That's the Fame
technically, I guess they claim that they're the Fame School, but it was based on both high schools because they're like 2 performing arts high schools. So
What did you study?
I went for like drama.
Did you go were there like young? Clearly there would be young actors and
Yeah,
actors.
well, the thing-
they're older now.
Yes.
They've grown.
But then-
any like
Famous.
who are now
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg. I went to high school with, so he's probably top tier because he's like Oscar nominated.
Mm-hmm.
Victor Rasuk, who is an actor. He's been in Lords of Dogtown, and he was in what's that sexy 50 Shades of Grey.
Ooh, what's
He was-
Lords of Dogtown? Is that the skateboard movie?
Yeah, where they made it about there was the documentary. It was like Dogtown and Z-Boy, so it's like the movie that they made based on those kids' life.
There he is.
There he is. You know, we're very good friends. But then there was like a bunch of people who went there. Like Britney Spears went there for a short time, but like before I went there, there's like a bunch of people. I think at the time, the famous Jet Jackson, you remember that show, The Famous Jet Jackson? He went there. And that was like a big deal because like little girls would be like outside of our school, like, oh my
Freaking
God,
out.
where's the
Is that
famous
him?
Jet Jackson? No, that's
that's
Victor.
the Lords of Dogtown.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he's versatile. I didn't
Yes.
recognize him as being the same guy
And a real dreamboat.
from before.
Isn't
He is.
Yeah. He's a dreamboat. I
easy
adore him.
on the eyes.
Yum.
Yeah, look, it's got abs.
And then and then there was like I think there was a kid who was like a pop star, but only like one that like
JT?
children would know. You know what I mean? Like those kind of like Disney show kind of spin-off things. Anyway, girls were like always parked outside of our school
Oh wow.
for that kind of stuff. But the whole point of it was that you could pretty much just go like, hey, I'm not really into school because I have an audition, and they would let you leave. Like, that was the point of it. But I wasn't doing that, so there was no point for me going there. That's why I ended up going to the other school. But the point was, I went to prom, and instead of going to a place, they decided to basically like get one of those like circle lines, and I had our prom was on a boat, and it was the worst idea for a prom ever.
Oh, don't. Yeah,
because
don't
part
ever
of
get on a
prom
boat.
is like you can leave,
Yeah.
and people could leave, and you could go drink or you
smoke
could anything.
Vape now.
Yes, have sexual relations, whatever kids do.
Just get up. We
couldn't leave. You
no,
couldn't
it's
leave
like
prom.
even now. There's all the 'cause there's all this boat. Come see this band on a boat and stuff, and like you're just like, oh man, yeah, I can't. There's no leaving. It's like a prison.
Then there's also the issue of like, you might love that band, but do you love fans of that band? Which is, I almost think any interest I have, I'm not going to enjoy the fans of that, my interest.
Honestly, can't think of the one thing I like that I want to be around for 3 hours. Not a single.
Yes. No.
Like
no.
I don't like anything that much. I want to leave.
Most of the time, the things that I'm a fan of, the people who also enjoy it have the potential to ruin said thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the way it goes. It's like you might connect with one person on it, but like you really don't want to be on a boat of fanatics.
Yeah.
That's, I think, the rough thing. Like, are you only talking about that?
That's
you
it.
know what I mean?
That's all
like,
you
it's
can
a
do.
floating Comic-Con. You know, that doesn't sound good.
No, Comic-Con in general doesn't.
No.
I just went to the NAMM convention. Do you know what that is?
No.
The North American. It's like Comic-Con, but for guitars.
Okay.
And like musical gear.
Yeah.
And it's very similar. But I was able to leave.
Dave Hill's newest book, Parking the Most, is available now wherever books are sold. He's performing at Wine Goddess in Evanston, Illinois, February 22nd. His podcasts, So You're Canadian and Dave Hill's Podcasting Incident, are available now wherever you stream podcasts. And Drunk Bus is premiering at South by Southwest Sunday, March 15th at the Zach Theater.
Yeah, the movie I'm in.
That is so exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited. I play a character in this movie, and I'm excited about this movie. It was super fun.
Have you seen it yet? Or
I've
no?
admittedly not seen it,
Yeah.
but unlike other things that I've acted in, I read the entire script. It's because I was there for a table read so I lived the whole movie,
right?
In real time. So I was like, I had already, but no, I'm really excited about it. And it was Will Forte's in it. And a bunch of other fine. Charlie Trahan from, am I pronouncing his name right? I'm the worst. But he's from the show Ozark. And there's a guy named Pineapple who has his face is tattooed in real life.
That's cool.
Like when I went to shoot the movie, I walk in and everyone from the movies, reading their lines. And I sit down. He's covered in, there he is.
Oh.
He is like a tattoo and body modification. He's basically playing himself in the movie. It's about and Charlie plays as the other lead, and it's about their friendship while Charlie drives. His character's not called Charlie in the movie, but
it's a documentary.
He drives the bus the kids around school at Kent State.
Okay.
And
like shuttling them from parties. And stuff like that.
And they're drunk.
Yeah.
And Pineapple is sort of the bodyguard.
Is this the next Indie Darling? That's what it looks like.
I think it is. I have I'm really excited about it.
I mean, I'm just looking at the poster.
They gave me a
That's
lot
what it
of
looks
stuff to say in the movie. I got to talk a lot.
It's exciting.
And it was super fun. I had a great time, and so I'm excited. I'm hoping it becomes the next.
Yeah, this will be like the next Wes Anderson joint.
And then everyone's gonna be like, it would be weird if we don't have Dave in our movie.
Drunk Bus too.
Yeah, but anything where you need someone to just act the fuck out of something.
Yeah, that's gonna be
just
you.
put me in it.
Did you see? Are you a fan of Wes Anderson?
I am. Yeah.
I feel like you dress like you could be
That's a bold thing to say.
I think bold in a positive way. I feel like it's a compliment.
Okay, I'll take it.
First of all, you like mesh patterns very well.
I do like a nice
you work
pattern.
in a good color scheme. This is complimentary.
Thank you. No, I do. I'm not sure I've seen his most recent movies. I tend to get around to seeing them now.
Yeah, everyone is a buzz because there's like a new trailer out for the new one, and it has, I think, every great actor in it. Like he's at the point now where he's.
I'm not in it.
Right. Well, they didn't see.
Then
Drunk
again,
Us
I don't
yet.
know if I'm a great actor. I'm sure, or I'm pretty good. I'm good enough that I should be in that movie. I will say I always like his movie. I like the look.
Well, like that's the thing. I watched the trailer
good.
this morning, and I was like, well, there's not going to be a situation where I don't like this, so obviously I'm going to see it. You know what I mean? Like I've never disliked any of his films. It's just when I see one of his movies, I go, where is this going to rank on my list of his movies? You know what I mean? Yeah. I've never gone, this is a total miss. Wes Anderson, you haven't?
I'm not. I'm not in this movie so far. I'm looking at the trailer. I'm not in it.
Did you get cut? It sucks.
I think I'm not in this movie. I don't know if you hear this. I know so few details of this story that I'm not going to get right. But I think it was Peter O'Toole who was so wasted, and he was in a play, and when he wasn't in the scenes or whatever, he went to the bar and was watching on a monitor. I don't know if this is true. And he's like, and here's where I come in. And he was watching it live. And he was so wasted, he didn't realize. I want that to be true, but I don't know if it is.
What's the cast list of this movie? Because I watched the trailer and I was like, well, there's like 15 amazing people. No, that's not even close. Like, you've got to get the full list because there's like 5 people on that list.
Owen Wilson, we know that.
Yes.
Elizabeth Moss, Liev Schreiber, Edward Norton, Willem Dafoe, Christoph Waltz,
Saoirse Ronan, Jason Schwartzman,
Bill Murray.
Oh, I would have acted circles around half those people.
Yeah.
and then Angelica Houston.
Bob Balaban, I love him.
Yeah, dude.
Henry Winkler.
Oh, I didn't even see that. See? This is gonna be the funny thing is too, is like it's now at this place where his style gets appropriated a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like people fault him, and that's not really fair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there are people are like, oh, everyone's doing this look now. But it's just like when he does something out of his wheelhouse, people would be upset. So it's
it's like when Black Sabbath added a sax solo on like whatever their 7th or 8th album. Everyone's like, what's going on? But it's like, come on, cut them some slack. They're on a lot of drugs right now.
Exactly.
They've given so much.
And let them reach.
I don't know why I dragged Black Sabbath into this.
Well, that's sax solo.
One sax solo, but it's true. People faulted him, but just trying to.
People are harsh.
People are. I mean, if there's one thing we've learned, people are harsh, but they can also be delightful.
They can be.
This is crazy. So you've got this movie coming out. You have 150 podcasts, right?
I have a couple, yeah.
You have.
I'm in the new season of. I'm just gonna say everything.
Do it.
Joe Pera Talks with You, of one of my favorite TV shows. This worked. I'm gonna try to start doing this. Every time I saw him, I would just say, "Who am I playing in the new season?" And then one day, I get the email. They're like, "This is who you're playing." So I'm like, why didn't I think of this plan earlier? Just tell people that I'm going to be in their thing. That must be what people do, right? In show business.
I feel some people have to do that.
But I just be like, I'm going to be in it. So
it's like eventually you're just like, well, that's the 7th time I've heard it, and then it just becomes true.
Yeah, then you're just like, I guess he's in it.
Yeah.
Power of suggestion.
Right. You're like living the secret. Isn't that how Trump became president?
I think that and a few other factors.
Right.
Maybe.
But he just believed it, so.
Yeah, I mean, say what you want, but you got to give him credit for that.
I can say what I want.
No, I mean anyone in the world,
Right. Yeah, I mean, he obviously has a certain confidence that He like walks into a room and he.
I'm childless, Gail.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if you guys
You're
have
not
that
barren,
in your
though,
notes. Right? I'm not barren. Certainly not. But if I could impart, and you could tell this to your daughter.
Okay, well.
Say that I said to say this. Talent and intelligence are fine, but if you were just ridiculously confident,
yeah,
that's what works.
It seems to be way more important.
Exactly, the kind of confidence of saying, "Who am I playing in the next season?" That's confidence.
I need to have it more often, but the other stuff is whatever. A dash of this and that. Doesn't matter. But as long as you're blindly confident at all times.
You're telling me we're wrapping it up?
Yes, we're wrapping it up.
This flew by. I just feel like I just sat down.
Oh, no. I didn't get to plug the 78 other things.
Please, just go ahead and do it now.
I had an audition for a Netflix show last week. I don't think I got it, but in case
plug it, just make it happen. Will it so?
Well, they said they were shooting this week, so I don't think I got it. So I actually don't want to plug it.
Okay.
No Netflix. Okay.
But no, I have 3 albums coming out this year. The Witch Taint album is out April 10th on TP Records,
Awesome.
and then in May I have a new stand-up comedy album called The Pride of Cleveland on 800 Pound Gorilla Records. I don't know the exact date, so people are sometime maybe.
Right,
Can you imagine? To all my diehard fans listening right now, and just like, wow, we don't know what they're losing their minds.
They can't handle it.
They can't. Yeah.
Then you'll come back in May. We'll get more specific with it.
I'm gonna come back. Yes, in May.
Yeah.
I was going to demand and be like, no, I'm coming back next week. But I was like, that would be a rude thing to say.
And Dave's got his newest book, Parking the Moose. That's available now wherever books are sold. He'll be at Wine Goddess in Evanston, Illinois, February 22nd. He'll be at the Highland Inn and Ballroom Lounge in Atlanta, May 23rd. Go to Dave Hill online for tickets and all of Dave's dates. And Drunk Bus is premiering at South by Southwest Sunday, March 15th at the Zach Theater. Follow him on Instagram at Mr. Dave Hill.
Dave Hill, thank you so much.
Thank you. And I'll be at Eastville, New York tomorrow night.
And Eastville tomorrow night.
So there.
And we will be back here live tomorrow. Peace.